a wide body Corvette.
Yes.
I mean, who has a wide body Corvette, guys? Come on.
My favorite car.
So when that car is in your shows, like, it demands attention.
You went out of your way to make it different.
I did. The wide body Corvette has been my bread and butter right there. How could I make a combination of both? American muscle, but still some type of European like element to it. This car had the wheels done, it had the Starlight headliner, and it had Keller Performance downpipes.
What about exhaust?
I'm totally forgetting that this car actually had upgraded turbos as well.
No, wow.
After this one, I jumped into the R8.
R8, and it is
beautiful. I
really
give that car a 10 out of 10.
It's a little bit of a milestone in your life, right?
It was a great milestone.
Okay.
Just knowing I was about to, the Lambo was on the truck on the way, it was such a great feeling.
What's going on, y'all? And we're back. I'm here, Mike Winning from Winning Tints. We got my co-host right here,
Rico from Rick's Magazine.
And we got a special person in the house today, right? One of your guests that comes to your car shows, brings his cars, but not just any regular cars here, right?
No.
Higher end type of cars that comes to the show.
Yes.
And his name is Jay Capone.
Yay.
Thank you guys for having me.
It's a pleasure.
How are you, man? You good?
I'm great, man. I came in, walked in, saw this beautiful setup right here. I'm happy to be here. Always a good time when I'm with Rico. Pleasure meeting you too.
Thank you.
We do appreciate it.
We do. We sound like, but listen, I hope you're ready for the hot seat. Because we're going in. We're going to go in heavy on you. Especially on you.
A lot of people waiting for this, right?
Yeah,
everybody wants to know. Everybody got questions. They were like, ask him this, ask him that.
Oh my God.
He was very open to everything. He said, yo, whatever, I'm an open book.
Yes.
No, nothing's off the record.
I'm excited for this one because I get to see what that three-piece suit got.
Oh, so, man, I get kind of nervous.
No worries. Sometimes when you see someone in a supercar, right? And he has a Lamborghini.
More than one supercar.
Aston Martin. We got G-Wagons. We got Audi R8s.
Yes.
Right? What else? We got a wide body Corvette.
Yes.
I mean, who has a wide body Corvette, guys?
My favorite car.
So when that car is in your shows, like, it demands attention.
Exactly.
I mean, the Lambo is cool and all that, but the wide body Corvette is just something else, something special.
It's something.
Right?
And you went out of your way to make it different.
I did. The wide body Corvette has been my bread and butter right there. That car, the reason I took such an initiative to really build this vehicle is because my very first vehicle was a Camaro. You remember this?
That's how I met you. Yeah, same details, everything to the T was outstanding.
Exactly. That was my first car, and I really went in for that one. Aesthetically, performance-wise, that was my baby.
When you say your first car, like ever, or the first car that you started hooking up?
No, that was actually my first car ever.
Ever. And at what age, if you don't mind me asking? You look very young, yo. I mean,
Rico, this is gassing me up.
I'm sorry, man. Nah, come on,
He's
guys.
good at that. Look at him.
Yeah,
he's a handsome guy, man.
He don't look a day over 20.
You're a handsome guy. Look at you, boy.
My very first car was a 2014 Camaro V6. Now, that was my entry into the car community in general. And I had it for maybe a year. This is when I was still like maybe early college. Driving to school, somebody T-boned me actually. Got into a little car accident and I lost the vehicle. It was totaled and maybe.
Did you get hurt?
No, thankfully no. I was able to walk away fine. I actually went to the gym right after. It was a very upsetting day for me.
Okay, so no lawsuits.
No lawsuits at the time.
So that's not where the money came from then.
No.
That's not where it's at. Everybody wants to know, right?
I thought that was it.
It was not a quick come up.
Right, just wait for it, guys.
Yes.
Wait for it.
We're gonna find that money trail
somehow.
We're gonna find it.
Oh,
we're gonna find it.
Well, tell us a little bit about the backstory, right? Because every time you meet somebody with very nice cars, particularly Lambos, right? The Lambo is the car that every car guy wants to have. I mean, it used to be Ferrari. Now, for some reason, you got a Lamborghini. You're the fucking man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what anybody says. Everybody wants a Lambo. It's the cool car to have. Of course, you got those guys that say, what is it, built, not bought, or whatever. Even they want the Lambo. I mean, come on. You could build the Lambo. It just costs more money, right?
Subconsciously, the aesthetic of a Lamborghini, the status you get with having one, it's just, it's a Lamborghini at the end of the day.
It's different. So what's the backstory? Like, where you from? Where you grew up at? I'm sure people want to know.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Jamaica, Queens. I am a prosecutor for Queens right now. I went to law school for 3 years. I did the normal trajectory where I went to high school, college, law school. I did everything straight throughout, which is why I guess people say I look on the younger side. I didn't take any, breaks in between. And I've been an attorney for about like 2 to 3 years now. during this period, I think it was majority when I was in law school, had some really good mentors throughout that time who taught me on how to properly invest, whether it was real estate, whether it was stocks, really whatever the case may have been. I had some good mentors really give me the proper guidance. And ever since, thankfully, it was since 2020 when the J. Capone, as you say it, was really thrown into the car community. Yeah, I had the Camaro back in 2018. That was more so my starter where I met you, thankfully.
At the show in Walt Whitman Mall, right?
Correct. I met you. I met so many people in the car community, helped me design it performance-wise. Exclusive Vinyl was a good friend of mine, Roman from Exclusive Vinyl. He helped me design that car. Mo Mods, Corsa Auto Design.
Yes.
It was being in the car community that showed me there's so much more than just actual cars. I met so many people, formed so many new relationships, and it just made me want to get more invested into this. COVID happened 2020. I was able to make some very profitable investments at the time, and that fortunately led to me getting the Aston Martin, which I believe is still a supercar.
What makes a supercar a supercar? We got the Huracan, we got the Aventador, right? The Huracan, they say, is like the entry level. All Huracans got similar power, right? Correct. About 600 and something, right? What kind of jumps over to the, would you say it's a hypercar, the Aventador?
No hypercar. I would consider like an Apollo, something else, Bugatti maybe, like a hypercar.
Yeah.
The Lamborghini, Ferrari, things in that category, McLarens, R8s even, I consider, depending of course which model and trim you get, it's definitely the entry-level supercars.
Okay, all right. So we're talking about, you said you got the Huracan Evo, right?
The Huracan Evo.
Okay.
First I got the Aston Martin. That was a beautiful car.
Yeah.
I have no complaints about that
Still
car.
got that car?
I sold it, actually.
Okay.
I sold it not too long ago.
That's a V12, right?
No, the one I had was a twin-turbo V8.
Ooh.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful car, by the way.
Beautiful
White.
car.
And you had it done nice, but I don't really see it that much at that time. You only brought it like one or twice that I saw it.
Yeah, that was the car I took to law school all the time.
Oh,
that was
definitely a more boss type car, right?
Correct, yeah. It had a different aesthetic.
Executive, yep.
Yeah. The Camaro that I had was pushing 800 horsepower. It was very...
Too strong.
It was very aggressive to just drive back and forth.
What trim level was it?
It was a 2SS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at the side, the way this thing was done. I mean, oh my God.
Yeah, the theme behind this wrap was to mirror the Sistine Chapel or even the Palace of Versailles in Paris.
Really?
Okay.
I took a trip out there a couple of years ago, and I went to the Palace of Versailles, and upon walking in, you're just so captivated by everything around you. How could I make a combination of both? American muscle, but still some type of European element to it. So I talked to the people at Corsa Auto Design, and we spent in designing this vehicle. These wheels were Rohana.
Rohana's, yes.
It was upon putting the gold wrap that I started working with Rohana.
Yeah, I love those wheels. Those are really nice wheels.
Yeah. And then I think that was the first vehicle that I had that had Rohanas on them.
Yeah, they're expensive wheels. Definitely hit
When
the
you
mark.
bought this car, did you buy brand new or used?
Bought it brand new, fully
Brand
stocked.
new. Finance, cash?
That one I financed at the time. It was my
Okay.
first vehicle. I bought it maybe 18.
18 years old.
18.
Okay, you started young.
As
started
quickly
18 with
he
the-
had it,
with
as
the
quickly he
V8.
got rid of it.
I actually had that for some time, actually.
yeah?
That one I kept for a little bit. You know what they say, your first car, you always got to
It's your
keep
baby.
it forever. It's your
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
It took a lot out of me to sell it. You know what it was? It was such a powerful car, and I never took it to the track. It was more so like a fashion statement.
Yeah.
Ask me if I ever raced it, maybe a handful of times.
Yeah.
It's more so like, oh, I want this. And I knew the car could beat another car that pulled up next to me, but it was just, if I knew I was going to win, it wasn't of interest. It was only the few times that I did race a car was the cars that I knew were faster than mine, just for the fun of it.
Are you a speed guy? Are you a speed freak? You got the need for speed?
The need for speed.
I really was when I first got into the car game. You know what it is? It's a lot of guys who have Camaros. They were always into modifying the vehicle performance-wise. So I just was with that crowd for a while. And then slowly I met Rico. I met other people in the car game, and it was more so focusing on aesthetic. And I couldn't choose at the time. I'm like, where do I put my funds in initially?
Yeah.
I thought about it. I'm like, let me focus on aesthetic. And then I realized when you take that path, you're able to get more sponsors. People initially want to start with a car that has a lot of attention.
Good job.
And then you work your way outside in.
Yeah.
So what was the second car?
Second car was it's a funny story actually. The Aston Martin wasn't my first choice. 2020 started, like I said, this was pre-COVID. I wanted the Corvette. The Corvette was in pre-production. I saw all these images. So I went into Chevy and I pre-ordered the Corvette, maybe January. COVID hit in March, and they told me I wasn't going to get the car maybe till December.
Wow.
And I was very impatient. so I scanned the market. I was looking at an AMG GTR. I'm like, this is pretty, but could I get behind it? And I did some shopping, and I wanted a car that really stood out, that would really complement the Camaro. So I decided on the Aston Martin. This way you could see it with the wheels that I had on it.
Yeah. And then you changed the color on it.
No, this car, I did some performance mods as well.
Man.
So to answer your question before, if I'm a speed guy or aesthetic guy, I need to have some level of performance on it too.
Wait.
Okay.
Is that the mansion?
This was...
The mansion in Long Island?
Correct, yeah.
Yes. I've been there. That's a nice place.
Yeah, beautiful. This is the aesthetic that I would take the car out for, like, you know, events like this, meetings like this. That was my, like, go-to vehicle.
Oh my God, this is
Badass
nice.
car.
Yeah, man.
Griselda, what's that all about?
I don't
Is
know.
that like a Capone type?
Damn,
you know,
damn. This
type
car, you
thing,
know what?
Escobar,
I'm a little
Griselda.
shocked because I never really got to appreciate to see it at the events, man.
No, there was. It was such like a shocking, like pearl white.
Yeah.
And Griselda Blanco, you know.
Yeah.
Dealt in that field. I'm like, okay, let's see who actually catches on to the plate.
And the wheels, what's the type of wheels you got there?
This was a 3-piece Rohana set.
Oh my God, you did it again. Oh.
Rohana saw the vehicle. They saw the vision. I was in communication with them for a good amount of time, and I'm like, listen, trust me, trust the vision. They're like, I don't know how these wheels are gonna look on such a modest car, and I'm like, just trust me, go along with the vision. And ever since, you know, I continued to build my relationship with them, and they were actually the ones who flew me out to SEMA for when I had the Corvette.
Is that all you did to this car, the wheels?
No, this car had the wheels done. It had the Starlight headliner, and it had Keller Performance downpipes.
What about exhaust? You did that?
I'm totally forgetting that. This car actually had upgraded turbos as well.
No, wow.
This is the Corvette when I had it for a little bit, and I put the custom Widebody kit on it.
All right, so let's slow down right now, right? Because I love this car, by the way. Definitely got to be my favorite car of all your cars. The wide body on this car, whoever did it, did a fucking phenomenal
And this was
job.
in Las Vegas, the guy who did it?
No, this was actually, the kit was from Street Hunter. It was from a friend of mine, TJ Hunt. I'm sure you guys have heard of him.
TJ Hunt, yes.
Yeah, he made this kit, and at the time, it was maybe like a handful of kits available in America. I was fortunate enough to get one.
So you get the car, right? Paid out, boom, take it straight to vinyl.
No, I spent like maybe the first like 4 to 5 months. I put another set of Rohanas on it, like another 2-piece, just to let me enjoy the car for a little bit. Then
before you got to work on it,
and then I thought I learned what SEMA was. I spoke to Rohana at the time. They're like, if we're gonna sponsor you to come out here, put your car in the show, it needs to be go above and beyond. So I'm like, all right, say no more. I spoke to TJ Hunt, the people at Street Hunter. We made a deal happen. I told them, like, listen, trust me, your car will be showcased at SEMA if you guys, you know, send me these parts. So we worked out a deal together, and I gave Roman the parts. At the time, it was still early on, so all parts for this kit were not available.
Yeah.
Like, if you see the car, how it was back then versus how it is now.
Yeah.
Now I have a very custom hood. The hood mimics that of like a 58 Ferrari, where it has those indents in front.
Yep, it dips down.
Correct. At the time, that hood wasn't even available.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, that hood wasn't available. So it was just a wide body kit, and Roman actually custom made those side skirts for me.
Wow.
It's got to be like the only wide body Corvette
here on the East
around
Coast?
here.
On the East Coast, he's the only one.
It got to be the first one.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And is that is it glued on? Is it kind of bolted on? How did he do that?
The beauty of this is, and this is the reason why I went for this kit in particular, it's because it's bolted from the inside. It was an additional level of difficulty, of course, bolting it on from the inside, but I did it because it gives it such a seamless look.
Yeah.
Like at first glance, you're like, is that factory? Is it not? Like, and that's exactly what I wanted when people look at it.
You don't see the rivets on like the Liberty, Liberty walk kits.
Yeah. The wrap itself, he did a smooth job. He did everything amazing.
End of this month, it's 3 years.
Yeah, wow.
And that's when SEMA is supposed to be. That's one of my favorite pictures because you could actually appreciate how wide the vehicle is, how wide the spoiler is. Like, it's not overly aggressive. It's just the right, the right size for the vehicle.
So how much are you into this car?
Got the car for approximately like 90. I didn't have to pay over sticker because I was one of the few that was able to get their car at MSRP. And from the car, I had to drop some money, of course, on the wide body kit. on the wrap for it, I dropped the car about 1.5 inches, and the coilovers that I used were expensive because I wanted to maintain the front lift feature on the vehicle.
Yeah.
Like that was a must. Like when I optioned out the car, that was a must-have feature on the vehicle.
And did the company sponsor you for that suspension?
Yep. Everybody
Perfect.
sponsored me just because the car was so new. Nobody else was hungry enough to do all these things to their vehicle early on.
So everybody's satisfied that the
100% satisfied.
Nice.
I also had Cook's headers on the vehicle at the time, and I had, and it still has, the Cook's headers and the Fab Speed exhaust. Fab Speed, top of the line for the Corvette. There's other exhausts that I'm a fan of, but Fab Speed really does a good job when it comes to
Nice.
the C8.
Okay. You hear
So
that,
you didn't
people?
have to come too much out of pocket for all the modifications.
Not that much.
I mean, it was still a sizable investment to the car, but it wasn't as much as if I'd have to pay, full price.
So my question is, comparing it to the Evo, which off the rip is like a $300,000 car, and then you got this one, which, what is the horsepower on this? Like about 5, right?
Yep, about 5.
The Evo's like about 6, but this one costs like what, a third of the price, maybe?
Correct.
How you feel about that, if you don't mind me asking? It's always interesting to me, but coming from someone that got both.
Yeah.
You know
What's
what it
your
is?
take
The
on
fact that I had like a nice standard progression in the car world. Like I had a Camaro, I had a Corvette, then I kind of worked my way up. I could really appreciate the Evo for what it is. And it's not just like a regular Evo, it's all-wheel drive.
Okay,
So-
yeah. You got
and
the
the
two-wheel drives, too.
Correct, yeah. There's a few, rear-wheel drive Evos out there. But the Corvette, as you know, is rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
To compare the two performance-wise, it's a night and day difference.
Yeah.
The R8, I had it before the Evo. It was my first car that I experienced all-wheel
So after
drive.
this one, you jumped into the R8.
After this one, I jumped into the R8, yes.
And how was the feeling between the American muscle, 'cause that's a muscle car, to a European?
R8, and
R8,
it is
beautiful. I
Really?
give that car a 10 out of 10.
So wait, if we have to go back to choose this and the other one, you're gonna go back to the R8.
No, if I had to choose, I'd pick this.
Okay, that's what I want to
reason being
When you put such a custom touch to a vehicle, like I did with
custom,
the Camaro.
not stock, not
Oh,
stock
stock for
R8 for
stock?
stock. Because this is a great car stock
Yeah.
already.
It's a beautiful car stock.
really
It's never
is.
given me any mechanical problems.
Driving-
It's a fast car. Like it's everything Chevy made it out to be. And for the price tag, it is. Best bang for your buck. R8, it's obviously a more expensive vehicle. It's what other people would consider supercar.
Yeah.
V10, like it's worth the price that it's sold at. If I had to pick
What
though,
is it,
my
like
car
130,
personally,
something like that, 150 maybe,
no, I think it's around like 160.
160. Okay.
At least when I purchased mine, it was like about like 160. Unless
Okay, and
it was, like,
again,
the price.
you bought it cash. Boom, bam,
The
bing,
R8,
get 'em
yes,
out of here.
correct.
Man,
I bought the
you-
R8 cash.
You
walking
are-
in these dealers strong.
Yeah, you
Right.
definitely got stock money.
When you walk
Okay.
up into the dealer with a 150 in a check or some type of cashiers or something, is
They give
is
you
a different type of.
They got a
Correct.
bottle of Moet waiting for you or something.
I
Is
mean,
that what's going on?
Are they asking you like how you gonna pay for this or something? Or you telling
you know
them
what it is? Like, after I bought the first two vehicles, I tried to just put something to the test, not showing up flashy.
I don't
just
know.
going like in a pair of sweats just to see how they treat you
Yeah.
different.
They're like, this guy ain't gonna buy nothing. Get outta here.
Don't you love that feeling when they?
He's
treat you like
window
that?
shopping.
Yeah.
You know why? It's because when I was younger, I went with a female friend of mine. Just car shopping. I was looking at a Corvette. This was like one of those dealers on Northern Boulevard.
Yes.
And I looked at a C7 at the time. And they turned me away just because of how I was dressed. And I went back a few months later with the Camaro, which was almost fully paid out. And I just went up to the manager. I'm like, listen, it's because of your guy here. This is the reason that I didn't purchase this Corvette from you. And I'm happy, things worked
Right.
out the way it did. But
Right.
it was because of that lack of customer service that, motivated me
Yeah.
to just want to go back.
So when you walk up in these dealers, are they asking you, yo, how you gonna pay? Are you telling them right away, or you're kind of just like, wait, let me know what I'm walking out the door?
By the
paying?
time I got up to purchasing vehicles like this, I usually just go straight to the dealer and listen. I know what this car is worth. This is what I'm willing to give you. Let's just make this happen.
And are they trying to like get you for a little bit more? They're trying to add on the extra little fees and all
Yeah,
that.
they-
Are you
They do
haggling
another
them?
They do another 5-6
Do
rounds.
you haggle them? Do you enjoy that, or you just like whatever? I'll pay whatever.
I actually enjoy the haggling, the negotiation that goes
Yeah,
behind.
they love to make up a lot of makeup fees
Yeah.
in there.
I
This,
think that's
that,
half the fun
that.
in purchasing
Yeah.
a vehicle. The searching for the right model, finding the right price, trying to haggle them on the price a little bit. It goes into buying the vehicle.
Yeah.
Because if you know you got a good deal, this makes the car that much more worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. So about the R8, right? It's kind of like your taste of the Lambo, right? Huracan entry level, right? Because they say that the Huracan is built on
With a
this
similar platform, correct.
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
this
I mean,
twice,
the
and
same
that was
company that makes the Audi R8s make the Lamborghinis as
Correct.
well, right?
Yeah.
Or Audi makes Lambo. I think they're the father company, right?
Correct.
So it's very similar in the interior and all of that, right? The buttons.
The similarity is more so like in the horsepower and whatnot, but the interior differs drastically between the two.
We got the Italian feel to
correct,
the Lambo.
exactly.
Yeah.
no.
Let's see the G-Wagon, guys.
The G-Wagon, shit.
Ladies, you heard him. He's planning. Are you single, by the way?
G-Wagon?
My
G-Wagon?
bad.
Let's get that G-Wagon in there.
I am
Oh,
single.
shit, he's single. Hey, yo, he's single.
He's definitely
Hook him up with your sister, man.
You
Could
hook
be
him
part
up.
of the
We got a
family.
We got
you know?
one right there waiting.
That's when I
Look at
first got
that.
the G-Wagon.
That's the G-Wag. And is this 550, 63?
Nah, 63 only, man.
Okay. Oh,
63.
whoa, I'm
Oh,
sorry. I don't no
look at
problem.
this guy. Okay.
Hey.
One of my
Beautiful
favorite cars.
car,
It's
man.
a
Do you
still
beautiful
got
car to
this
drive.
one or no?
Yeah, this is what I drive all the time.
Oh, okay.
This is definitely one of the favorites around here at the shop. When these come around,
Yes.
we definitely get
Yes.
excited,
Oh,
right?
there goes that beautiful. Oh,
See,
this guy.
We slowly built the fleet little by
You
little.
little.
Man, you look kinda-
rascal, Look at you.
You
Yeah.
hit the gym?
Yeah, he's trying to be like me.
Yeah.
That's why
I'm
he
trying to
went.
be like Rico. I go to the gym once in a while.
Yeah.
Once in a while, you're not really like a everyday.
Oh no,
gym
you go
goer?
to the gym all the time,
Oh,
man. He's
come on.
yeah.
Right,
yeah.
People want to know.
I catch you in
Yeah.
the gym
no,
all the
I-
time. Like, what are you doing in the gym?
Between the stresses of being an attorney, there's like a lot of stuff I have going on. The gym is an amazing outlet to just let off a lot of steam.
And
So-
also, you have to be mind motivated and physically to move money from the U.S. to Sweden, right? That's a joke. That's a joke.
You need
IRS.
You need that fiscal
Yeah.
endurance.
Edit it.
We go ahead.
Edit it out.
Nah.
That's exclusive content.
Okay, let me stop.
No, but do you go every day? Are you a 5
every
days
day.
a week?
No,
Six?
if I have the time to go every day, there's nothing pressing, taking me, like, if I don't have a meeting outside of this, there's no clients or anything like
What
that.
is
I would
it?
definitely,
1 hour, 2 hours?
I go like about 2 hours a day.
What are you into? Cardio, physical,
No,
weight
I'm-
training,
Heavy weight training.
heavy weight training. You don't run around or none of that.
Not at all. I used to do a lot of MMA back when I was, like, early college.
Oh
Nice.
shit, really?
And then that took, like, a lot out of my, like, time because you have to go to certain classes. There's, like, it's a very designated time frame as opposed to the gym. If I
Yeah.
finish work, if I'm leaving the office very late at night, the gym is always open.
Yeah.
So
what type
that's
of
been,
arts is your specialty? Like,
Chokehold. What is it?
like, there was a
Ground
period
and
of time
pound?
where I was his security officer. I was his entourage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, on MMA, do you like more of the floor stuff, or you kind
Yeah,
of
no,
like?
specifically in MMA, I was into Muay Thai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't
so
got
that's
you
like all
anymore.
around,
I
right?
got Andrew now.
Yeah.
I don't need. Andrew took your spot.
He did it.
Oh man.
So the G-Wag, so you kind of needed more space, and you
Correct.
got a little bit of a bigger car, right?
Yeah.
And you chose the G-Wagon. G-Wagon is the big boss car.
It is.
When it comes to SUVs, I mean, you got the
So-
Range Rovers and you got
Correct.
the
Yeah.
Defenders now, but
You got Range Rovers, Defenders. You got the
you got the
X5M.
Maybach Benz too,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
The
Well,
the
Range Rover's
GL,
my
the
favorite
big
vehicle.
GL Benz.
One of my favorite cars. The
They
Range
kind of
Rover.
like
Range
to,
Rover,
Yeah, I'm a Range Rover guy.
but the G-Wag is kind of like the king of the hill, you would
It
say,
is. It's
right?
nice. It's a very nice status vehicle. It's very comfortable. It's like I have no complaints.
You don't
with
feel
the
like you're
vehicle.
stuck in a box with that?
No, it's actually really nice. It's such high ceilings. It's so comfortable.
Nice.
I have no
Okay.
complaints with that vehicle.
So right
It
after
is
you
what it
got
is.
rid of those, you got rid of the R8 and you got rid of oh
The-
my god,
the Vantage.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you got rid of that, and that's the money you invested.
What
into
came
the-
next after the
Correct.
G-Wagon?
Okay.
Come on, we're getting
After the
lost here.
G-Wagon?
No.
Let's see. Oh, look at that. I was at Rick's magazine there.
Yeah, that's the one where we did at the garage. Click on that one. Let's see what he did. That middle one. Click on that middle one. Let's see. That looks like from
Mm-hmm.
Superfly Sunday. That was that video
I
shoot
haven't
we
missed
did.
a meet yet, Rico. Mm-hmm. Think I haven't missed a meet yet.
Yep.
See,
Looks good.
at this point is when they gave me that hood. That's when you can see the indents in the hood.
Yeah.
And of course, this is prior to the current, livery that's on the vehicle.
It's nice.
At this point, I think I still had the R8. So I think the next few pictures up, you guys will see the wrap that I put on at the time.
All right, let's see the next pictures.
That's-
Okay.
yeah.
Oh
you got
wait,
some
go back
control.
down. The different color there.
Right there, boom.
Ooh. Wait.
You'll see it. It's like
It's playing tricks
see,
on you.
it's like a satin chrome
Yeah.
gunmetal gray. See that? Like there's like a reflective tint to it as well.
Yeah. Damn. It's nice.
Because I did appreciate the tone, the Batman, Bruce Wayne energy that the
Yeah.
gray.
Yeah. You
gave
coming off
already.
like that, like you're doing right now.
Beautiful.
It's awesome.
That wrap looks perfect on that car.
yeah, man.
Exactly.
It's clean. Look at everything. Just
It's-
solid.
It's so sleek on a vehicle like this.
It's subtle. It's not,
And
it's not loud.
but if
It's
you look
not,
at the wheels, it kept them very
it's not
simple.
ricey. You know what I mean?
Wheels?
Exactly, yeah.
It's classy.
What about the wheels?
The wheels, I haven't changed the wheels. Like I was debating whether I was gonna put those same Aerodisc 3-piece that I have on the Lamborghini now on this, but I sat on the vehicle for a little bit. I thought about it, and then that's when I'm like, you know what? Let me wait a little bit, and I eventually got the Lambo instead. And those wheels.
So the Lambo comes after the G-Wag. This is a little bit of a milestone in your life, right?
It was a great milestone. Just
Okay.
knowing I was about to. The Lambo's on the truck on the way. It was such a great feeling.
You're
ever since
jumping
a little
into
kid.
another like level of cars.
Right
Yeah.
there. Now he's at 1, 2, 3. What the hell?
Yeah, this was the most cars I had in the fleet.
But you didn't
thus
sell
far.
the cars yet. They're all there.
Not yet, correct.
Oh, okay.
All right, the Lambo.
You know, I think you're gonna like it. Go back to the video right before this.
Oh my God.
There's that one to the left, top left. Yeah, that one. This is how I revealed the.
Oh, this
the
was
Lambo.
cool as hell. I seen this video. We definitely checked out the IG page before.
Yeah.
The thought behind it was like it was a curtain opening,
Wow. Jay, I'm
but
not
we
gonna
use other
lie.
vehicles as a curtain.
I didn't want to be a
Whoever
stalker,
directed
but
this,
that is.
who directed this? Who came up with this idea?
This idea was my idea.
Yeah, man, you need to
Dude.
make some type of.
I really
Oh, he
enjoy
loves
making
that.
doing videos. He loves it. You should see him,
Yeah.
man. Like
You
this guy's
got
Calvin
the
Klein all
vision.
the way. He's all Calvin Klein. This is how he is, man.
All right,
I have a ton of fun, you know, creating content.
He's living
like
life to
this.
the
boom. So
fullest.
we got to the Lambo. Did you walk up in the dealer with a suitcase too, or how did this
Something
happen?
like that.
Or was this a little bit more humble?
Nonchalant. No, yeah, this one I walked into the dealer for this one.
I'm
And
sorry.
I had my eyes on this particular model for a while just because
Bought it outright.
this one, yes. I
What
bought
made you
outright.
get this one?
Okay.
Out of all
And
the
this one was
yeah.
was it like in the upper 2s, 3s?
This one was mid twos actually.
mid 2s.
Correct.
Okay, so you got a deal on it.
I got a deal on this
What
one.
year is it?
This is a 2020,
Okay.
and it's all-wheel drive.
Is this
That's
Pfizer
exactly-
money?
Hold on, that's the video you're talking about.
Wait.
The one on the top left. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
that one. There
That's the
we
one.
go.
Let it play. Let it play.
Yes.
You guys are gonna see Rico. There he is. He's in there.
You're going to hear that music on that. I did really good. I played my role really well.
Yes, you
Can't
did.
play the
We
music,
got
we'll
Master
get
John,
demonetized.
We got Hellcat,
Yes.
we got Carlos.
You got everybody.
These are the heavy hitters of the car scene.
Yeah.
And there he is.
That's
and
it.
Decked down the Rex magazine.
Got to make it happen. There
Here
was
we
the
go,
money
man.
bag. They gave me my money, and that was
Yeah.
it. I left.
That was it.
That was it. I took my money and ran.
Yeah.
All right, so you
That was a lot of fun that we
It
had.
was.
to shot
We had
that
a good
movie.
time.
you purchased the car, you purchased the Lambo, and what's the first thing you do to it?
I got in the vehicle and I did not know how to lower the windows.
I didn't even know how to. I did the same thing.
I got in the car. I didn't know how to lower the windows. I didn't know how to put the car in drive. I'm like,
You didn't know how to lower the car. You didn't even know where the
You
start
had to
button
learn
was
it.
at.
You had to learn it.
I knew where to start just because it's the the traditional red switch where you got to flick up.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I'm like, the guys in the dealer were looking at me. I talked a big game. I'm like,
Was it your first time driving a Lamborghini? Is that what it was?
Check
it
it
was my-
out.
it was
check it
my
out,
first
check it
time
out. That's
driving
when he
a Lamborghini.
revealed it. That
Okay,
was
that makes
sexy.
sense. You know what I
and
mean?
that's
We
the
all
first
go
time I
through
actually
it.
put the light.
And he
that
did
was the rap
that
I did.
again to bring it to a Rick show. Remember?
Correct. And this was also a very custom wrap. I haven't seen another vehicle with this. This is a wrap that's kind of hard to photograph in video just because it's like a diamond encrusted like PPF.
Yeah.
So you really have to see it in a particular sunlight.
So this is a PPF. This is not a wrap, a vinyl wrap.
Correct. This is PPF with like diamond features on the inside.
Jeez.
It
And
was
in addition to that, it has a layer of color shift. So
Can you
if
believe
it's
at
in the sun,
at the New York Auto Show, people kept asking if this was paint?
yeah.
And I actually fell for it. Like, yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. They couldn't even tell. I was like, yeah, it's paint. Like, no way.
Do
So
you
I
know
dropped
if
it off at
it's
the shop.
Do you know if it was dry applied or wet applied? Did you see the process? Did they use water?
I'm not 100% sure. I
must
dropped
be
it off
dry.
to exclusive, and I'm like, I've worked with him for such a long time. He knows my style.
Yeah.
It was his
It's a
idea.
nice studio. I got to give
yeah.
him that.
How much to wrap this car in PPF like this color? You know,
It ranges, depending on the
5,
size
maybe
of the vehicle.
6?
But if you're just doing just the PPF itself, it may range between 5 to 7.
okay, yeah, that's about
And then, of
right.
course, there's the yellow trims. He powder coated the crossbar on the back by the engine, powder coated the calipers, just so everything, it has like a nice universal look to it.
Did he tint the headlights too in yellow?
He tinted the headlights in yellow. He did the pinstriping all around it.
Great job.
And this is
Tint?
just in time. Yeah, he tinted the windows as well.
Looks
Yeah.
dark. That front windshield looks pretty dark. What is
Yeah.
that? 35 or something?
Yeah, I think it's 35.
Do you plan to do an air ride on this thing or what?
I'm going to lower it, but no air ride.
No air ride?
I'm a big fan of coils just because I've seen the issues
Yeah.
that come when you have bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody asking me if you're going to air it out, drop it down.
Don't get me wrong. It looks really dope. to see somebody air their vehicle out.
Yeah.
Especially a Lambo.
Especially a Lambo,
Yeah.
a GTR. Like, I fully...
That means you don't got scared money. You just threw it in there. Just done.
Exactly.
You know?
Mm-hmm. And then
those wheels,
I
forget
got
it.
those wheels just in
Bro,
time.
These
for
are the
that
new
show.
wheels, the
Yeah.
turbine wheels.
Yes.
Yeah, these... I chose these specifically.
Bro, these wheels are so nice. I'm serious. I'm going to get them for my Benz. Fuck it. I got to get something for my Benz.
I think the Aerodisc is such like a new concept that gives vehicles such like a futuristic look to it. And given that I had a very unique wrap to it, I'm like, okay, this has to be the set. So Rohana custom made this set for the Lamborghini.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'm not too sure, like, given I may or may not take the Lambo to SEMA this year with these wheels. So
really?
that's a project still in the works, not 100%.
We went to SEMA last year, right?
Yes,
and it was a lot of these wheels on cars.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe they came in the McLarens, right? They kind of
Yeah.
cooled
Yeah.
down the brakes or something like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly. McLaren has those, like the 765s has
Yeah.
some type of Aerodisc to it.
Nice. Yeah.
Let's see
Alright.
a picture with these on the car.
Do you got it on here or?
Yeah, there's definitely a picture on this. This was...
There you go.
I did a
Raced
photo
it?
shoot for this clothing brand called Sergio Ticini.
Is that yours
Great
or
brand.
somebody else's?
It's somebody else's brand.
Okay. So you'll be able to do that for Superfly?
Of course,
All
anything for
right.
you, man.
Nice.
Let's see.
So,
Oh, you can see it in that video in the middle right there. This was at another rig show.
that's right.
There
He
it
was
is.
doing a video.
Is that your dog? That's your dog?
It's a goat.
Oh,
It's a goat,
You
man.
got a goat.
Yeah. He brought a goat in because,
I
he's
thought
got to
it was
have
like
that.
a German Shepherd or something.
Nah,
He's got to have
that's-
that.
That's a crossbred German Shepherd right
Man,
there.
if you don't have a goat, then
You
you're
an
not
animal
a real,
guy? You got any animals?
Animals, no, unfortunately
No,
not yet.
you just
I'm-
kinda-
I work so often, there's never enough time for me to be home.
You got some oil money there, boy.
I'll be interested in having like a very unique animal to match the vehicles. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
You need a fucking like a stallion horse, bro.
something like different.
An Arab horse, something.
I was thinking like
that.
a little Chihuahua, but maybe that.
Oh yeah, you can do that. I got a token. I got
Frenchies,
I got a
man.
Yorkie.
Frenchies are kind of popular.
No, I like those,
They're too wild. Don't do it. Get a Yorkie.
You got the calm
No,
ones.
no,
You
they're
got calm
called
Frenchies.
Dachshunds. You guys ever seen Dachshunds before?
Yes. Yeah.
They're like those like small like wiener dogs essentially.
Yeah, real cute for you. That's for sure. Easy to maintain.
No, I just want to open the
What's this?
Lamborghini.
Oh
You
wait,
blow? Is that
go
a-
to the right. Go to the right. I'm seeing the box and I'm a
hold
watch
on,
guy.
hold on. This one right here with my hands behind my head.
Yeah.
That's the reveal for the Corvette.
Damn.
Is that an Audemars?
That is an
Damn.
Audemars. It's one of my favorite
shit.
watches.
Oh, I'm a watch guy. Look at this.
It's a big deal. What is that, like 20 or something like that? I don't know.
Audemars like around like 80.
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
That's 80 on your wrist?
Damn,
Man.
boss.
I got to show it hard for Ricks. You know,
What
this
is-
Oh,
is
yeah.
this is why we do it.
I thought my watch
Capone
collection
name
was
is starting
tough.
to match.
Yeah.
The Capone name is starting to
Yeah,
match, guys.
This
You
is
heard?
why we call him
You
Jay
want to play with
Capone.
me? Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend.
I got to get a T-shirt with that on
That's
me.
the little friend right there.
There we go. Wait, did Tom Ford pay for this one?
Not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
come on, boss.
We're working on it. This guy who shot me here is a really good friend of mine.
Nice.
Sheesh.
Like his style of shooting
Is
matches the aesthetic, the lifestyle of the vehicles.
yeah.
JP is his name.
Back to the watch. That's got to be solid, right?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Look at
It's-
this.
it's
Look
a
at
dumb
this.
question. It's
Are
right
you
here.
wearing
Look
right
at it,
now?
guys.
Let me
Look at this. Put
give
it
me this
right
bad
there.
boy. Give me this. Oh,
Now,
oh,
when
man.
it comes to the watch game, right? A lot of people don't really know. You know, it's kind of above the car scene, right? You got the high end. A lot of people think Rolex is the top of the mountain. It's not, right?
Sexy boss.
When you get into
Talk about
watches,
it.
it's not.
Let me touch it. I just wanna touch
bro,
it.
This,
Let me-
I'm a watch guy. I have a lot of watches,
Look,
but this
there
one
it
he
is,
just
guys.
kicks my ass.
You know
He
why you
kicked
like
my
this
ass.
watch too? It's like if you look at
Gotta
the back
take
of
off
it,
the
there's like
glasses for
a
this.
nice mechanical like portion where you can see through the watch.
Yeah, you can see it. Look at the back. This thing is solid.
Beautiful, beautiful. Gives off a little bit of Hublot vibes,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Look at this, guys. Look at that.
Look at that. Look at this.
We're not playing games.
Yo, show the back. Show the back. Come on.
The
Don't
back
be
is-
selfish.
Can't really.
This is what makes the watch
hard.
special.
Boom.
Correct.
There you
There
go.
you go, brother.
Thank you, man.
This is why we tell you to stay in school, learn your trade,
Correct.
and you are successful.
He's
in
a
your
lawyer,
careers.
guys. That's the
That's
trick.
it.
Everybody wanted to know, what does he do for these cars?
Well, lawyers also play in the stock market. It's a great thing to do, and invest and invest and
invest your money when you
Right.
get all that money from the,
When one investment, you move it on
And
to
when you
another.
the
invest,
street guys that
You-
they pay you to get them, keep them out of jail, right?
yes,
Take that money and throw it in something else. You don't
Yeah.
got your money sitting, right?
that's why he
but-
keeps me
yeah.
out of jail, and he represents me. Plus, you get to come to a rickshaw.
Yeah. that's
So
the best
there you
part
go.
of it.
Yeah, and Rico, he's a weird, he
Yeah.
a real street guy. This
Yeah.
guy right here, man. Look at him in the dark web, man.
Yeah,
Man, it's crazy.
Oh,
But
This
no,
guy
I
did a dark
think-
web video of me. Oh boy, did he find? He's an investigator.
Yeah, I found
We watch
some
out for
things.
this guy.
He got mad at me.
I think you said it right. If you stay in school, stick to a particular trade.
Yes.
You know, they always say school isn't for everyone, but if you find the right trade for you and you actually invest a good amount of time, you stay out of the party scene, you may have to sacrifice some of your social life, but take it from me, I've been through the ringer for quite a bit. It's 110% worth the investment.
Yeah, and you can look at guys like us, like we're street cats, and we came from the bottom up and very successful entrepreneur guys, and we're doing
I'm
really
still
well.
in the bottom, by the way.
Oh, this guy always says in the
So
bottom.
Jay, real quick,
Yeah.
you're when you came up, did you come up like like poor people like us?
Yeah.
Or did you come
Yeah.
up a little bit
Like we were really
better
poor.
off? You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
We had no clothes,
Did
we
you-
had no sneakers.
did you-
We just
I would
How was
say,
your upbringing?
yeah, I'd be fully transparent. It may have not been in the same circumstances or situations you guys have been in, but I definitely didn't have a gold spoon either.
Okay,
My parents are immigrant parents, but they did instill like a very, very strong work ethic into me.
but
Nice.
they're pretty well off.
Not as much as you may
Do they
seem.
have businesses or anything like that?
No.
well,
No businesses.
your
It's
brother,
just-
your brother's successful as well,
Correct.
right?
Yeah, my brother's successful. He has his trucking company.
Okay.
My father did make some profitable investments as well overseas.
Mm.
Like my parents, I said they're from Guyana. I'm Guyanese, so he made some profitable investments there
Nice.
as well.
Do
He
you
was
have property in Guyana as well?
I do.
Okay,
Correct.
good.
My father was actually like a flight instructor back in the day, which is why
Oh, wow.
some
Cool.
of my content you see me flying airplanes and getting my pilot license. 'Cause
Nice.
That's
Oh,
it's
wow.
a whole separate venture. You think cars are
Is-
fast and fun, and there's like a whole community within cars. It's the exact same thing for private aircraft.
So
as well.
wait a
This is
minute,
another
hold
level.
up. So is that how you fly the money from Guyana to over here? And then what the hell?
yeah, that's
Whoa,
it.
it's coming out. The truth is coming.
Little by little.
We have tinted a couple planes, and we
What?
go to their hangars.
Yeah?
And they open them up.
I didn't
and-
see that in any
and
of your videos.
We have videos. Yep, on our
But tell me,
YouTube channel.
We
tell me
gotta-
how
oh.
exclusive that is. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to become an attorney. It's not the main reason, but I went to just see my father teach. One day I pulled up to Republic Airport in Long Island, and I seen a guy pull up in a McLaren. Right, pulled into the parking lot, got out in a very nice suit, went to the front of his trunk, pulled out a duffel bag, hop in his airplane, and then just fly off.
Wow.
And I just looked at this guy and I asked around. I'm like, who is this Harvey Specter, Bruce Wayne kind of guy? And they told me he was an attorney. He's a very successful attorney, given that we're in different fields of law. But it was just like a nice little motivator of things that are possible. If you stick to your trade, you work
Right.
hard, put the time in. And I don't know the guy's name. It was just a story I tell people because he was a little motivation for me at the time.
Right, but that attorney was private
Yeah,
because when you go private, you get more.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
100%. If you're a private attorney, there's more opportunities, different clients, different fields,
You can
different
raise
niches of the
the
law.
price to do what you need.
We
to
got
do.
a couple.
Do you plan to go private?
Correct.
Okay,
Maybe
so that's your goal right now, to go into your own law firm.
I'm going with the flow, but it's not an opportunity that I would close the door to as yet.
Okay.
We have a couple customers that we do their cars. We go to their house. They don't want to come to the shop, and they have a whole fleet of Rolls Royces, Lambos, all type
Beautiful.
of cars.
That's my next vehicle right there, Rolls Royce.
Oh, really?
Wait,
Rolls
do you
Royce.
really
Okay.
need that? Seriously, Capone, I don't see that fitting you.
You know
I
what it
don't
is?
think so.
I haven't seen them at the Ricks magazine. I try
Man,
to,
if you
I
do
try to
that,
get-
I'm about to change my whole car show game now.
I purchase my vehicles when I don't see it as car show, just so I could bring it to his events.
I
Yes.
seen one
That's a good
Rolls
friend.
Royce, a Cullinan with pink interior in your last mall. What is it?
Yes,
Green Acres.
yes, Green
It was
Acres.
some-
Yes, I see
Yeah.
It
that.
was somebody with a white with pink interior. That was
That
nice.
was different. Didn't see
He
that.
had
one
wheels
coming.
on it and everything. He
Yeah,
had wheels.
yeah.
You know
that
the
was
one
different.
next I seen at your show, a Cybertruck. What are your thoughts? What are your
that
thoughts
one-
on Cybertruck?
As long as it's wrapped, it's pretty cool. And you saw it 2 times, right? So you saw that the other one, and
I
then
saw
this
Long
one.
Island Tires,
Long
the-
Island, yeah. And then there was 3 of them at the show at the one at the new mall we found. So there was 3 of them because Tesla sponsored us, and they brought out their little Tesla trucks and everything. And I was like,
I
whoa,
see.
that was pretty cool. I was
What do you
surprised.
think about them, Jay? This is your interview.
It's not for me. I'm sorry, Tesla. I know you sponsored us, but it's not for me.
You know what it is? It's such a
It looks cool when it's wrapped and different. That's for sure.
correct 100%. It needs to be wrapped. It needs to have some type of modifications on it.
Yeah.
But the truck in and of itself, it's such. I get it. People say it's a refrigerator on wheels. It's a dumpster. Like I get the jokes behind it, but it just looks so strange driving.
It's a RoboCop truck. That's all it is.
I'm just inclined to get it just because it's so interesting.
Yeah, but to me, I always feel like it's RoboCop. The movie RoboCop.
So,
that's
are you
all I
looking
feel.
into getting a Cybertruck? Is that?
I am.
Is
am.
that? Oh,
don't
look,
be
we
surprised.
gotta
if
hear
you see
first.
it. Yeah,
Nice.
nobody knows it right now, but if you see it in a couple months, just know
Yeah.
you heard it here first.
And I'm guessing the way you hook these cars up.
So wait, you're gonna do a
special.
Cybertruck over a Range or something Like, I love the Discovery Range Rovers. They're pretty hot. They're really cool. I think
Pretty
those are
badass.
nice. Those are badass trucks. I mean, that's something to fit you well. But a Cybertruck, it's gonna be
You know what it is?
different.
I have such conflicting opinion from my friends. Like a good friend of mine, Andrew, hates Cybertrucks. He will probably not be my friend if I get these Cybertrucks. But it's such like a
You want to be
odd-looking
different,
vehicle.
and I get it. You want to be different.
Correct.
If the one we saw that Lit does, and the color was just perfect. That's my color.
It's perfect for a vehicle like this.
Yeah. So I looked around, I seen them, and I seen some radical stuff, some really cool wraps. Some did it all black. Some made it look like a police car. They're really cool. But that one color he chose sits
You know, it'd be
so
even better.
nice.
Something that said Rick's Magazine on the side.
Oh,
of
right in the back, right? We're
You gotta
working on
get
that one.
Rico.
We're gonna work on that.
You gotta get one.
No, I'm gonna
it.
work with him. I'm gonna
just put it on mine.
It's out of his.
Okay.
Look,
awesome.
It'll be
one
Jay
side-
Capone or Rick's
No,
right there.
not even Rick's Magazine and Tints on the side.
Winning
There you
tints.
go.
Winning tints.
Yeah,
Yes.
you wrap it, you tint it, do everything. And he's
They're
rocking
very
it.
easy to wrap. We can wrap
I-
it in.
I- I
We've
could-
already done some. You know,
Cybertrucks?
you do them like in
Yeah.
6-7 hours, the whole thing, because it's all flat.
All flat
Yeah.
panels.
All flat panels.
I think they're bulletproof, I
No
heard
heat
as well.
guns. No heat guns.
No heat guns?
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
No, you don't gotta wrap them around. Oh man, I'm gonna need
Yeah, just keep it low. Keep it low.
After the Lambo, right? You gotta get another supercar. What's it gonna be, Jay? What's
If I
on
had
your
to get
mind?
Another supercar.
I know you're thinking about it.
You got rid of the two other cars. You're back with the Lambo, and you kept the Corvette. And
Are you gonna do anything else to the Huracan Evo?
To the Huracan, no.
Let's see the Huracan. Let's see a picture of the Huracan. Sorry.
That's the Dominican Parade where he went down Fifth Avenue with me.
Oh, right
it
there.
is.
That's a nice video, too.
Yeah.
That's a good friend of mine, Oasis Cafe. I recommend anybody check it out.
Is that a Hoboken?
I forget where in the city this one was, but their prime location is in Golden Boulevard in Queens.
Nice. Look at that.
This
So
car is
you-
just very tastefully modded, in my
You
opinion.
feel
Yeah.
like it's perfect.
I just feel it sits too
you
high.
don't want to mess with perfection.
Yeah, if
It
I
sits
did have
too high.
to change something, I would drop it about an inch and a half.
Yeah, I would go inch, man. You got to give it that inch drop.
Correct. Close off that wheel gap just a bit.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Nothing more.
Have you seen the
I had
wide
to
body
do it. I had to do
Huracans?
it.
What do you think about them?
A wide body Huracan.
Have you seen
I've
them?
seen a few. None in person. I've seen
Look
at
at
SEMA
this.
before. I've seen at the Gold Rush Rally meets. I've seen some really customized vehicles there actually.
Man, I don't
But
wanna
nothing that would persuade me enough to want to cut into mine. You know, the car is as beautiful as is. It drives beautifully. I was inclined to put a supercharger in the back. Maybe that's the max that I would do to this vehicle. But I would really rather throw all that money into another supercar.
Which
This-
one is it? Come on, let us know, man. We want to know.
Are you
which
happy
way
with
are
what
you
have?
leaning?
Are you happy now? Are you
Of
happy
course,
with what you have now?
I'm happy with what I have, but I do miss
They're never
having.
happy. Never happy. Look at them.
It's nice having a diversity, you know.
Yeah.
I would maybe go into the Porsche.
Ooh, Porsche.
You know,
Something-
I looked at
Porsche
those
GT3.
cars. I do. I am.
GT3. What
Yeah.
we doing here, huh?
The
Oh, yeah.
wide booty in the back. You got to get that nice little wideness on it. That
Yeah,
thing's
it would be most likely a GT3,
Color.
one of the newer GT3s.
You
Actually,
don't got to do nothing to those cars.
yeah.
Those cars are beautiful as is. You know, they're very sleek. It's, in my opinion, it's like a combination aesthetically, of course, of an R8 and a Huracan. You look, it has like the slim, sleek nature of like an R8, and of course, it's very powerful.
Yeah.
Come show ready. Big
Exactly,
wing,
come show
all of
ready.
that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of cars at the shows hook their cars up to look like a GT3.
Correct.
Just my opinion, guys.
Yeah.
All right, don't get
Don't
mad.
upset anybody, please.
However,
Don't
if it's
upset
not a
anybody.
Porsche, and I always told myself I wouldn't get a McLaren because of all the quality issues that you hear about, but I was debating getting like a 720 just because
Those are nice. Those are
it's
nice.
such a great platform to modify.
Yeah.
As a in comparison to a Porsche.
And they
so-
did have them modified in the SEMA show, right?
Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
They had them wide and all that.
Exactly.
They're crazy.
Yes.
But that's like if I wanted to get another vehicle to just modify and make like a newer version of the Corvette. If I got the Porsche, it would stay just as a nice 911. Maybe a different
Yeah.
set of wheels on it. Nothing.
I don't
too
think
crazy.
you could do too much but put a roll cage in it, some nice fat
Exactly,
wheels,
yeah.
and that's it.
That's
Maybe
max you can do.
if the wing is a little bit big, that's it. But you can't do too much with that car.
Yeah.
Between the Corvette and the Huracan, which one gets you the most attention?
Corvette, hands down,
Okay.
undoubtedly.
Now,
Yes.
I want to ask you a question. I'm guessing, they both get you a lot of attention. What are some of
Yeah.
your pet peeves of these cars that, you
Pet
could live
peeves of the
without?
vehicle?
Something that happens when you're riding around in it that you would prefer not to happen. It's too many questions. Do people ask you like, "Yo, who are you?"
People ask
Boom,
all the
boom.
time, but you know what it is?
Are you a nice guy? You're humble, or
Yeah,
you know?
I can vouch. He's very humble.
People look
very
at people
respectful,
like with these
and
cars.
very supportive for the industry. This man could just say no to everything, and he's been nothing but the most appreciative person I've ever met. And I can tell you, from my business side, he has helped my company grow and supported me. And never says no.
And you're very happy about that.
I'm
right?
very happy because he never says no to me, and he always
And
just says,
excited.
"Here's the key, Rico. Do what you want." I'm going.
He says
Oh
that.
my
I'm happy
God.
and excited.
I'm happy
Look at
and
him.
excited when you
Yeah.
go to
If-
Rick's.
Whatever Rico needs, I'm like, cool. You need the car for the weekend, whatever it is.
Yeah. He always
I know
gives
you
me
got
that. I'm like, nope, I'm good, but thank you. But he's always comes.
But you know,
through.
you got that stereotype, like someone pops up in a Lambo or a really hooked up car, and it seems like they're a cocky person.
Oh, he's
you know,
not.
you try to talk
He's
to
not.
them, they're like, get away from me.
Stays
Yeah.
humble
You're a
to the
peasant.
bottom.
You know,
Yeah.
it's-
I want to be that person that changes the stereotype for supercars like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know,
so you're
especially when
open
there's
to the
like
questions.
a teenager, a younger person. You know, they're always inquisitive how they could, achieve these goals, achieve these cars, even if they just want to take a picture, by the car.
So I got something I got.
You let them sit inside?
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, all the time.
He does.
Okay, there you go.
But let me spin something off here. We see you do a lot of these little beautiful little pop-up little videos of different things like the cologne, the this and that, the cigar, and you want to move around switching it because you want to go to a different persona.
Correct.
What made you decide to do your own little movie clip of the Fast and Furious almost theme? Like what was that all about that's kind of drove you to do that and invest into that project?
Well, it's very interesting you asked because that movie took part of last year. I have been shooting movies over the last 3 years. And when
Yeah.
I say movies, they're very short films. Like maybe they started off being like silent films, like just a car or maybe like a minute. And then I progressed, throughout the 2 years. I saw what resources I had available. I met more people within the car community, videographers and whatnot. And there's a couple like jobs that I wanted as a kid. Obviously, I wanted to make my parents proud, my family. I wanted to become an attorney to help people. But part of me, I also wanted to be an actor.
Right, quiet on the set.
I just for shits and giggles.
There we
I
go.
just-
Okay.
I thought it was fun. I enjoyed being.
Have you tried to go to acting or wanted to apply or do something?
I
think
never-
you'll get picked up fast. Like
I don't know how good my acting skills are. Like I enjoy making my films because I'm the director. I could be the main character and have my level of like discretion what happens. So I'd be interested to.
Can
be,
you cry on demand? Good
I
actors could
haven't-
cry on demand, right?
No, you're right. You're right.
can you?
Rico cries all the time, just not on demand. He's just always crying, right?
Just this.
This guy gets me going. Emotional, man. He gets me going.
It's funny. The Rico we see here versus the Rico on the day of a show are two
It's
totally
like
different
day and
people.
night, right?
Oh
right?
my god. Yeah.
No, but he's in work mode, man.
He's
Rico
in work mode.
yeah.
Nobody messes with him. If he says like jump, they're like, okay, Rico, I got you.
I lose
Let's
it.
rock and roll.
If you had one word to describe Rico, only one word, you could take 5
handsome.
seconds to, excuse me?
Handsome,
Handsome. Okay.
Really?
How about
Oh,
his
shit.
personality wise?
undoubtedly.
Personality.
Personality, supportive. Like so many options come to mind.
Supportive.
He's caring. He's like
See?
he's
I
very,
care.
Yeah.
I do care.
Yeah.
I care.
He does. He does. Like
And
I
I'm
fucks
sorry to
with
cut
him.
you off, but the fact that he always cares and supports, I think that's why he has so much support from everybody else as well. Of course,
Absolutely.
there's
There's
people
always
who-
haters,
there's
that don't
always
want to see me
haters.
support and try or see that
Correct.
I'm truly trying to be real. But they always, like we said, the more we climb, the more we hate it, the more we notice they have something to fall back on. And it's not easy when you're really trying to be open with everybody. So I love this industry. This is why I keep watching what you do, what he does. And I don't mind being in the back trying to, but as long as we all collaborate and moving, we do good things. But there's always somebody ready to knock it down.
Do you
know?
have any haters? And if you do, you don't got to say their names. What would be your message to someone that may be low key hating on you?
Come on, Jay. There's got to be a
My-
few out there.
I'm sure there are, man, but I was never raised to be a person with malice or like animosity to other people. Like I've learned, it's always better to ignore like haters like that.
Yep.
I'm always a glass half full kind of person, so I throw them in the back
It's
of my
better
mind.
now to say nothing.
better to
You
say
kill them
nothing
with
instead.
kindness.
Yeah.
Kill them with
Exactly.
kindness.
And
There
you know what's
go.
funny? Back when I first got in the industry, I wanted to just go
Kill them with
crazy,
kindness.
right? Now I'm more like, you know what? I don't even got to say anything. Just don't even care. Just walk away.
Kill them with kindness
Yep.
and kill them with success.
Yeah. And that's what I do.
Whenever you're at the car shows, do you get a lot of people bombarding you, asking you a bunch of questions? Do you got to hide out a little bit or maybe take a break from all the
I mean,
tension?
there's always a lot of questions, but it's fun. You know, you actually get to
You enjoy it.
sit back and think like, wow, I really did put a lot of investment and time and money and effort into a vehicle. Like, you know, it just gives you the perspective once again
And
to
it
be like,
pays
oh,
off.
exactly, it pays off.
Yeah.
Because remember, these are cars that I see like on a daily basis, so it's not like, oh wow, that's a Lamborghini, that's a fully, you know, wide body Corvette. It's just becomes like everyday vehicles. But when I'm at a show, when somebody was like, wow, what'd you do to the vehicle? How'd you do this? It's gives you like a second to think back, like, you know, this is a big opportunity. You know, I have all these beautiful cars. You know, this is something I should take a step back, you know, appreciate. So it's nice. It's a nice reminder to have.
Are you gonna get rid of any other cars to get the Cybertruck, or are you just gonna still stay with that and keep the Cyber? And
I'm
get
definitely keeping the 3 that I have now. So
Okay,
I'm gonna,
good.
This will be a 4th addition to the collection.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's a lot, but I still feel like we don't follow the money trail.
When, you know,
Where's the money coming from?
wait a
the
minute.
money trail.
he-
What did we do in Switzerland? And we got back pretty fast on that.
When people come to my
was a
shop,
vacation.
look,
Yeah.
when people come to my shop, I deal with a lot of people with nice cars, right? You know, I'm trying to talk to them. We're trying to negotiate a deal on what I'm going to charge them or whatnot. Sometimes they're haggling me. At the end of the day, I do the job. They're happy, and we're laughing, right? And there's a certain point that I gotta kind of ask them, like, hey, you know, like, what do you do? Like, how do you do this? How do you do that, right? You know, of course, because I want to kind of, you know, I want game too. I want to be able to get nice cars like this too, and all of that. So is when you tell people, oh, I'm a lawyer and this or that, are they kind of like shocked about that? It is kind of shocking to me. You know what I mean? Like, you're a lawyer, you got nice whips and all of that. You would seem like someone that would be riding around in a Maybach Benz or something, something more classy or whatnot.
Exactly.
You know, so you got these hooked up cars. It's kind of like it's a little shocking that the fact that
Yeah.
you're a lawyer, the way you're dressed. You know what I mean? You got the nice suit, the nice
You know what
watch.
I think it is? I think I agree with you 110%. You see attorney, you expect just like a Maybach, a high-class Benz, Range Rover even.
yeah.
But I've been in the car community before I became an attorney. You know, like, I've been very much interested in highly modified vehicles. It's just my thing.
What got you into to cars? Like, when you were young, like, did an uncle have it or something like that?
It's gonna sound really silly, but it was
It was a Hot Wheel car that you had, right? No.
It was Transformers.
No
With Megan Fox.
way.
Oh wow,
That's-
Bumblebee.
Oh, the movie, the Bumblebee.
There you
That's
go.
why.
That's why the Camaro.
That's why I started with the Camaro. That was like the very start. I remember being a kid in the movie theaters and I had a crush on Megan Fox. Like,
Yeah,
I
who
think every
didn't have
other
a crush
kid.
on her?
Oh,
I can
God.
put my hand up.
No.
She was that girl that everybody wanted.
Still got a crush on her.
I still got a crush
I don't
on
know.
her
I think
also.
she ruined her career.
Maybe. But yeah, it was that movie that put me on to
She's
a
with
Camaro
that
in
psycho.
general. Yeah.
She's
They
with that
had
psycho.
the futuristic Corvette in that movie, right?
Yeah, I think
It
in
never
one of their
really got
movies.
made.
Correct. Yeah, they had the Corvette, but it was in their very first Transformers that they brought out or they revealed. I think it was a 5th gen Camaro.
The
at the
silver
time.
one, like
The
a
silver,
silver.
and then they had the yellow, of course, for Bumblebee. But I wasn't so much focused on Bumblebee, but the car itself. And then that's what led me to buy the first one, the V6, got total, and then I had the V8 after, which led me into the car community. And I'm very happy I wrapped that car gold, is because that's kind of just transcended into everything else.
Nice. And you seen the that Corvette old boy got, right? I mean the Camaro. What's his name?
Who?
The last guy we interviewed with the Camaro, the best of show.
Oh, yes. At the New York Auto Show, you interviewed him. We're talking about Carlos.
Carlos, beautiful.
Carlos,
yeah.
yes,
I
yes.
met him too when I had my Camaro, when both of our cars were probably near stock. You know, see, that's what I consider like a beauty of the car community. You could see, grow with these other people. Like, you could learn off of what he did, what shops he went to, what not to go to. You know, if that was a situation he went through. And yeah, I seen him build his Camaro before his wide body, before the colors, and you know, we're good friends. I mean, we still are good friends. He was actually in my movie last year as well.
Did you go through any bad moments hooking up your cars, going to kind of car shops?
110%. I'm
What
not here
would-
to, like I said, to like bash any shops, but you live and you learn.
Yeah.
What
You
would
live and you learn.
If somebody trying to hook up their car, what would you kind of advise them to do while trying to hook up their cars?
Hit me up on a DM and I'll tell you where not to go. I'm not going to tell you
What do
where
you
to
want
go.
to look out
because
for? What do you want to look
Yeah,
out
exactly.
for when you're looking for a shop?
Yeah.
What to look out for? I would say reach out to other cars that they've worked on. What I look for in a shop is obviously quality of the work, but also the customer service that I get. Because if I could build a good relationship, they're very responsive. I could call them at, a reasonable time, ask for an update on my car. And if I could trust them with my vehicle, like that's gives me the peace of mind that I need to consider them a good shop.
Nice.
Is there a certain speed you want your things done, your wraps or whatnot?
When I first started modifying my vehicles, I was very anxious to get my car back just to post a few pictures. But as I have other vehicles now, so if they're taking their time on one particular car, unless it's like for purposes of a Rick's Magazine show or SEMA, I let them take their time because when you're working in your craft, like me as an attorney, like I realize some things do tend to take longer than expected.
Nice.
What's a good amount of time for someone to wrap a car, in your opinion? How long should they take? How long should they not take?
If it's a simple like color change and it's not no customized color, or if it's like as I'm sure you're aware, when you wrap a car that's chrome or satin chrome, if you stretch the film too long, it gets warped, and then you got to redo it from scratch.
Yep.
So if it's not nothing complicated like that, I think it should take, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe a few days. If like all your time is invested into taking apart the vehicle, wrapping it, putting it back together, I think it should take a few days.
So no more than a week.
No more than a week.
Is that true?
That is true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I've seen guys.
I want him to tell the audience, what to expect, right?
Right.
But I'm
because a
fully
lot of people want it right back right away.
No, I'm fully cognizant. Like, a shop has other vehicles to work on as well, so I would incorporate that. I would say like 2 weeks. If the shop has like a lot of cars, when I bring mine in, I'm like, okay, I'm not, they got to pay their bills. They got to work on other vehicles at the same time. So I'm fully cognizant of.
I try to give the car back in a week, but if it's something that I got to take apart a lot, like a G-Wagon, give me 2 weeks. You know what I mean? It's a little bit harder. There's certain cars that are harder than others, but then you got certain particular customers that we're in the middle of the wrap and they're like, oh, how about this? Do that. And I like to communicate with my customers, on a personal phone basis. Like, you could hit me up whenever.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning, 3, I don't sleep.
This is your wake-up call, pal.
I'm talking about people giving me thousands. I give you thousands. I give you thousands.
See what it
See
is?
how he is? See how he is?
Good to know. Good to know.
Oh my God!
That's
not true.
When you wrap your cars, do you do that in the middle of a wrap? You kind of tell them, look, I got an idea. Could you do this?
I usually like to brainstorm long in advance before I wrap a vehicle. So I don't think I was ever like
You're
that.
one of the few.
Like, when I give my vehicle, like
You already know what you want.
I know what I want, and the fact that I've been going to the same person for a while, in the event that there's something that could be done better, I know he's going to do it.
What are your pet peeves about a wrap when you see the wrap? Maybe a little bit of peeling here and there. You already said the color, the distortion, right?
Yeah, that I never had any issues with my vehicle in particular when the R8 was wrapped. That was a film from Steck, and I spoke to a lot of dealers. I spoke to Roman at Exclusive Vinyl because he's the one who wrapped it for me. And that was probably the most expensive film that I ever seen and that any dealer has ever seen.
And you're into quality, too.
I'm into quality. This wrap, I think, was just the film itself was like $8,000.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like, it was up there in price.
Really? They're up there. It depends on what wrap you get.
Correct. This color in particular
Wow.
was it was like around 8,000.
Okay. So
and this is the satin chrome, right?
This was like a satin chrome Ppf. I think that's what even made it even more like expensive. So I put it on the vehicle, and as you could see, it was a beautiful wrap. But for some reason, I guess it was the second time in production that after a few months in the sun, the film itself like started to get distorted. Like, it started to fade into like blue almost.
wow.
So
You got warranty on that or what?
I had warranty from Steck, and then they just reimbursed us. And instead of me getting a new film, I just used that cash and I wrapped the Lamborghini instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Because I didn't keep the R8, so
Okay.
So I just invested into the wrap for this vehicle.
is the one in the Corvette that's a satin chrome red, right? That's a regular vinyl or that's PPF?
No, that's regular vinyl, and then of course the additional layers of vinyl on top with the different livery designs.
Yeah.
I didn't want to copy.
I like that design you put in. It's kind of different.
It's different, I didn't want to commit to one particular theme like I did with the Camaro, the Palace of Versailles look. So I'm like,
You kept the color, but you just added to it.
I just added something to it.
That's all, pretty much.
I had to complement the wheels. I had to complement the red without going above and beyond. And I think, tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's cool. I love it.
It wasn't too much. It wasn't too little.
It reminds me of the Camaro. Pretty much when I saw it, I literally saw the Camaro. I was like, wait.
Carlos's?
No, the one I had before the gold.
His Camaro, yeah, his
Because
Camaro had the
Carlos,
same thing.
He got a similar.
His
thing,
was the
like
transformer
wrapped
look. Yeah, he has the transformer
the
look.
wide body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, where you kind of only did it in the back.
but yeah,
Correct. Yeah.
yeah.
I had to put a wrap that still accentuated the wide body, because that was the beauty of the car, in my opinion. I really wanted to keep it red. It's just, you have a car for a while, you're like, what else could I do to it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it had to have been something
never consent,
satisfied.
right?
I was satisfied for a little bit. Then one day you just get bored and you're like, I think this will look good.
And how do you feel going into now in the car show industry, in the car game? How do you feel this direction's going? And you still want to continue going to car shows and supporting, or you want to go maybe one day just get out of it completely, or what? I feel you still love this stuff.
I still very much love the car shows. I only go to car shows like yours where I know there's going to be a good turnout, because it's not really worth my time to go to turnouts now where I know it's going to be just a few cars, unless it's like I go to yours. There's a few Porsche guys I know that they hold their events, and it's beautiful high-end exotics there as well.
Nice.
I go for, of course I like to appreciate the vehicles, but the guys there, I have a good network with the people there. It's like it's more than just cars. It's
more
like
on
a
your
networking
level.
event.
Yeah, it's
Right?
more like
Networking.
I'm the smaller guy, so he comes out, shows some love.
It all started with Rick's magazine.
Thank you.
Ricks has a couple exotics every now and then.
Yeah.
He'll have some nice things in there.
Well, now
Right?
I have him because of him,
had,
because he
like,
brings all his toys.
No, but see the beauty of Rick's, and which is why I appreciate going to his show, is because these vehicles are heavily modified. The level of custom features in their vehicle, it's what I appreciate from Rick's. If I want to see like some high-end exotics, I could see it elsewhere, but
yeah.
I could also see high-end exotics all over the place. I can't see the vehicles that go to Rick's anywhere else besides Rick's.
Yeah, and then
Thank you.
there's an art to it. There's
Correct.
definitely a big art to it.
Yep.
These are all art pieces, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of exotics, they don't really do that to their cars. They just kind of they throw the wrap, they throw the wheels.
That's it. That's all they
But
stop
when
at
you're
right
wide
there.
bodying things and doing all this extra stuff,
Yeah.
that changes the game.
Yeah.
That's why the Corvette it caught our attention.
Yeah, it's
right?
since day one. Is
I
always
told
been my
Rico, I
car,
was like,
yeah.
"Yo, tell him to bring that
Yeah,
vet."
that's
wanna
why we
see
said
that
because
vet.
I
You know what
wanted to make sure we document it.
I
Really
mean, I
well.
love the Lambo. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I wish I had one.
Yeah.
Broke as hell. But that
He's
van
he's a
is just
truck
dope.
guy. He likes to feel tall, and so he likes to
So
climb
you
up
love the
there.
Cybertruck, huh?
You know, yeah,
Man, that Cybertruck is.
I'll bring
is-
it by next time.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the
Bring
thing
it
about it,
through,
when you look
yeah.
at a Cybertruck, it's nothing there. He just bought a truck, and the damn thing
I'm
has
a Ram
everything.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm a Ram guy.
Yeah.
It's my second Ram. So
Yeah, so it has a lot. I have to admit, it has a lot, and I'm a truck guy too. But when you look at that Cybertruck, like, what does it do? Nothing. It just looks.
I mean, it is.
It looks like a Lambo. You know, actually, Lamborghini came out with a new truck, didn't they?
Oh, the Urus.
The Urus, but they had something else came with a truck. Somebody
That's a
else.
small truck. We're talking about the Cybertruck is a pickup truck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you're going into your first pickup truck with the Cybertruck. So that's kind of that's a
Fun,
different lane.
The one I was looking at, I think, is called the Cyber Beast.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
upgrade. That's all one something. They actually went up in price. So Tesla just raised the price for everything. So what was, I don't know, 70 grand now went from 150 to 190. So
Really?
yeah, so the Cyber
And you
Beast
can't
is
sell
190.
them, right? You can't sell them for like a year or something like that.
Yeah.
Did they
Oh,
make
wow.
you do that with the vet? I don't know. They're
No,
starting
no.
to.
Yeah,
This should be the first electric vehicle
So
for
what
Tesla.
so Tesla
I'm
raised
into.
the price for all Cybertrucks. They were going for at one time for like 60, 70. Now they jumped from 150 to 190. 150 is the low model Cybertruck. Cyber Beast is like 190. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. I definitely saw the article and I was like, no way. So better be ready, boss.
I
You
mean,
know?
for a vehicle like that, I think I'd rather wait.
Yeah,
I would not pay 190 for a vehicle like
yeah,
that.
yeah. The Cybertruck, I was like, no way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is that? Is
I
that
could be
your
off a
thing?
little bit with the price, but it's up there. It's definitely up there.
Is that your thing? You like to get them used at a discount, kind of?
Yeah. I mean, the Cybertruck, I don't
the
even think you
smart
could
thing.
find it.
You can
used.
find a
It's
use. Yeah, they're out there used. But the
They
thing
were
was,
only released this year, no?
no, they were released 2 or 3 years ago. I think 2 years. It just caught
Cars
on
and
now.
bids, man. Cars and bids.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
caught on
yeah.
now. But the thing about it was, when it came out, they weren't selling like they was. They weren't hot. So they were low.
Yeah.
Now it's the hottest thing. Everybody's snatching them up. Tesla decides to raise the price.
Okay.
So it became
Supply and demand.
a little exclusive to only the upper class.
Yeah.
The way it looks like.
There's a lot of hype around the Cybertruck, right? Are you a hype guy?
I would be lying if I said I wasn't.
I was about to say,
Supreme, maybe. What is your thing? Like, do you collect anything
that's a super fly guy, man.
besides supercars?
I collect watches. Watches have been
Okay.
something as of the last like few years that I've been interested in.
Got a couple rollies.
Got a couple, yeah.
Okay.
I collect suits. Like, I mean, given that I do have to wear suits very often,
Yep.
I do appreciate like a nice, well-tailored suit
And a good
tuxedo.
tailor. You need a good
Correct.
tailor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of shoes do you like to wear?
You collect shoes too?
Not really. I mean, I have a few nice Gucci like slip-ons.
As
here
a
and there.
lawyer, you must be wearing some mocks, right?
I have a few Ferragamo pairs that I
Okay.
wear. Something comfortable, you know, like I'm on my feet pretty
You're a
often.
comfort guy when it comes
Comfort.
to shoes.
Somewhat stylish, like 20% stylish, 80% comfort.
Okay.
You know, I think if you have a very well-tailored suit, it doesn't have to be anything too expensive, but anything that's very well-tailored, I think makes you look the part.
The
Of
right
course.
tailor can
Yeah,
make it
it's
happen.
more about the, it's for someone that goes to the gym.
Yeah.
It
Correct.
doesn't really matter what you wear. It's kind of like how
Exactly.
you're
He
shaped,
tried
right?
one of my tailors, didn't like him.
No?
Too expensive, he said.
Yeah, no, I'm cheap.
Yeah.
I'm really cheap.
But I found him
and,
another tailor
you
that might
know,
work out for him.
I got the Galaxy 2, like the second watch is all cracked up.
Nice.
You know,
What about
I'm
you,
a
Rico?
simple guy.
No watch today?
No, so my Galaxy watch went to shits, and I'm already tired of changing like 4 or 5 times.
a
And
lot.
he likes to wear it says all broken and glass and broken.
I count my steps. You count your
Yeah.
steps?
No, I don't count my
Yeah,
stuff.
he'll
No,
kind of
you just
stuff.
kinda, yeah.
But for me, I do have a watch collection. I have 2 watch boxes. I have about 22 watches. So
Wow, look at the
yeah,
amount of
I have
watches.
22. Each one for each style, each color clothes I'm wearing.
Look at this guy. I got to
Yeah.
take some
So,
investment tips from
Go
this
to my
guy.
Instagram. You'll see the page. You'll
Hey,
see it on
man.
there. You'll see go down. You'll see my little watch box, my little graving on it, my name on it. I'm a watch guy.
Want to be my next mentor?
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna mess with you,
sounds
but
like
you know, we go head
what's
to
your-
head.
What's your favorite watch?
Right now, unfortunately, I don't buy that heavy. But at the time, I used to be a real fossil guy, and the
Nice.
reason why they had a great 10-year warranty. So we're out here spending stupid dollars on an expensive watch, and you only got X amount of warranty. Fossil was like a good 150, 200 bucks, but the style looked great. And they last a long time. Now they changed. They're like 2 years now. So I switched up. I'm with Movados now. I
Nice,
have 3
nice.
Movado watches, which I really, really like them a lot now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working on my 4th one, and then a couple of the other ones I have in the past. So that's where I'm at. So
What's the bottom of the high end watch? Is it a Rolex?
That I have, or like in general?
Just in general, like if I wanted to get the bottom of the high end, if I wanted to get into that world, you know what I mean? Is it
I mean-
Breitling or Rolex?
But see, like Rolex has, within Rolex, very expensive ones versus very, affordable watches
Yeah.
as well for people going to work.
Yeah,
work
$3,000
watches.
Rolex watch, you
Correct. So
can.
it's hard to say.
yep.
I'm a big fan of Rolex. I have, variety of watches from Rolex within the spectrum. But
Yep.
Is it an investment when you get a Rolex?
of course,
Yeah.
yeah, I
It
think
has a
any
serial
watch.
number or something like that.
It
Yeah.
comes with the whole box and paperwork.
And you could kind of track it back to Switzerland or something, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
One of my favorite watches is actually not even a Rolex. It's a Cartier watch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very thin, sleek-looking watch.
Yeah.
If I had to compare it to one of the cars, it would be like the R8.
yeah.
Nice.
I'm a big slim watch guy now.
Yeah, beautiful slim watch.
I used to be with the big watches with the little wrist, but now I'm with the slim ones. So
I used to be
yeah.
at the G-Shocks when I was in
Yeah.
high school.
Oh,
man.
remember
that
those?
Was a thing.
Oh man, there was.
So yeah, I was collecting watches from a
Yeah.
younger age too, but
I just
not
got
a
a thing
thing
for
this
watches.
caliber now.
My thing was watches and shoes. I love those two. I got a big shoe collection.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really liked them. So
Very
I
nice.
used to I dress up, but unfortunately I'm in this Rick style, so I have to wear Ricks, because I gotta hang out with this guy.
what I got to do to get his T-shirt from Rick's?
Oh, you know what? Definitely for this show, you'll have a Ricks.
Yeah?
I need to have a Ricks, yeah, for sure.
Now-
And Andrew's in the studio, guys. He's the next guy running up, taking over this guy's place.
Oh yeah,
But,
I'm- when I kind of lay low in the car community in a
Yeah.
few years, I'm passing the torch to Andrew.
To Andrew. Andrew's gonna take
You guys
over.
are gonna hear it now. I'm
You'll see
passing the
his
torch to
Corvette.
Gonna
Andrew.
put a picture of Andrew right
Andrew's,
here.
yeah,
right
Andrew.
here.
You're gonna see
Yep.
Andrew's Corvette coming up. He's gonna be Andrew's. He bought a Corvette, so he's got one, and he's working on. He just got his wheels. He's got exhaust. He's working his way up. He's a team player.
You think my Corvette is customized?
Yeah.
Guaranteed his in a couple years would
Yeah,
surpass
and
mine.
this is his first big project. He's never gotten the car shows, and he's only been going to Rick shows. So this is another big player.
Yeah, he better not let me down.
Yeah,
And he-
don't let us
I'm-
down,
I'm,
Andrew.
I'm passing the torch
All
to
right.
this guy.
Don't let me down.
Oh, yeah, he's in this video too.
Oh, you're in that video? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Let's see.
Let's see
his
him,
video.
yeah, let's see. You're in that video. Let's see. He's the guy filming.
Wait, he's a Corvette following me in the back. There he is.
Wait,
He's in there
no,
somewhere.
he's not. The whole thing was on you.
He's there for like.
2 seconds.
Wait. Oh, maybe he's another one.
Yep, wrong video, buddy.
Whoa. Oh yeah. It's a different one. I don't even recall this video.
Yep.
Oh, look, the next one. Go up for a bit.
Go up.
Yeah,
Is it
that one right there. This is Andrew making his debut. But no, I have really high hopes for his Corvette.
There he is. There he
got
is.
custom wheels, nice
Yeah, he got his
three-piece aero
wheels.
disc.
He's got a nice wheels. He brought it to Beach Bash. That's when I got to see it. And he was at the DR parade with us.
He was.
DR.
He went to both, actually.
Oh, you went to both? Yeah. No, the car was there.
Yeah, he drove one of mine.
So now he's going to bring it to this Street Fest.
There he is.
We're going to have both of them there, side by side at the event. Which one you bringing? The Corvette or you bringing the Lambo to Street Fest?
Lambo.
Okay, you're doing Lambo, so you're going to be different.
Yeah.
So you got the Corvette, you got the Lambo.
We got somebody else to handle the Corvette now,
Okay, good. So we got all three there. Oh, it's going to shake up my neighborhood's going to be crazy.
Jay, what do you think about the Z06? Your car kind of has a similar look to it,
Beautiful.
right?
I love the Z06.
Yeah.
They got the ZR1 too, right?
I was just going to mention. I actually debated getting rid of this car for the ZR1.
I'll kill you.
Andrew told me the same thing.
I'll kill you.
The ZR1, beautiful. That is going to be the supercar killer.
I want to hear more of your thoughts on, because your car kind of has Z06 vibes. Of course, it's much wider, right? You got the wing on the Z06. It kind of curves around, right?
Yes.
Where the one on the ZR1 is straight, like yours.
Yes, I think the one on the
Wider?
I know the one you're talking about. I'm not sure if that's on the Z06. I think
The
it is on the
Z06 it curves with the
It curves
body.
in just a little bit.
What do you think about that?
I'm a big fan of the wing.
He doesn't like it.
I'm a
Got
big
him.
fan of it.
Got him. Look at him.
No.
Look at his face.
You don't like it? You like mine better?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
But the ZR1, power-wise, like aesthetic-wise, much better. Like, beauty of a car.
Talking about 1,000 horses, Jay. You
really need that?
When you got 1,000 horses,
You really
that
need that?
says something different. There's a Lucid, an electric car, right?
yeah.
About $100,000.
Okay. He drove me in that. Oh my God, dude!
In a Lucid?
And a Lucid. I was in the back seat, and he opened it up, and oh my God, I almost crapped in my pants. It just scared the shit out of me, because I could not tell you. I was like, oh, it felt like you were on a roller coaster when the electric moving like on it, and I was
it just hit you like
it
that.
just hit me like that, and I was like, oh my God, and I was just worried about somebody jumping
1,000 horses is a different feeling,
this
right?
thing, but this thing he wrapped it. That was also another
So,
difference of that.
have you
He
driven a
wrapped it.
Tesla as well?
Which one, the Cybertruck?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
No,
all
not
did
the
a Tesla.
Cybertruck, but
No,
I
not
did
Cy-
drive the Plaid. Similar, very, very similar
Which one
feeling.
do you like more, the Lucid or the Plaid?
Lucid. Lucid. Come on,
Man, that Lucid
was
is
sick.
just different. Yeah,
And
I
the
don't know why.
inside, the outside, that definitely is a
It
nice
looks
car.
good. It's a good
it
looking
looks good,
car, yeah.
It's very classy, high end, and I will say he impressed the
different,
hell out
too.
of me. Yeah, it was really good. Had some nice stuff in there.
But you got these 1,000 horsepower cars coming out now. It's crazy.
It's insane.
man.
From the factory, and they're working on a Zora package right after the ZR1.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be even like 1,200 horsepower.
Wow.
Who needs?
What are you gonna do with all of that,
what
right?
are you gonna do?
When do you use that?
That's a good point.
You just show up and just I have 1,200 horsepower. Yeah, that's it.
It's
That's
just
all.
too fast for no reason.
like at what point does it stop?
It got to stop at
I'm
1,000.
not complaining.
I
I'm just curious where they're gonna draw the line eventually.
It got to stop at 1,000.
It's just the ego thing. Oh, I'm 1,200 horsepower. Like, okay,
100%.
You want to
Yeah.
race? Like, where the
Pissing
hell are you gonna
test.
race that at?
That's a car you only take to the drag strip or something like that.
Yeah, but it's
if I-
too
Well,
pretty
the
to
Lucid
take.
is a daily car.
Correct, the Lucid is a daily car.
I think the Demon came to the shop, and
The
we got a
Demon?
little ride in that one, and it was uncontrollable. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
It's
too
fish sailing
much.
all over the place.
It's too much. But
Wait,
the
sorry.
Lucid had more control. A Demon is Challenger,
Oh,
two-door
okay,
Dodge.
yeah, nope.
Yeah, I'm not a
Way
fan
out of control of that
Hellcats.
car, and too much.
Which you got the Camaro, what is it, the Exorcist or something, right?
No, I had just the 2SS, but I'm saying it was.
No, I'm just saying there's
correct, yeah.
there's an Exorcist for the Camaros.
Yeah, it was like the Hennessy Exorcist. or
Yeah,
something like
that
that.
has a whole bunch of horses. It was sold at the dealers and all that. It's an actual thing, right? A response to the demon.
In response,
That's why they call it the Exorcist.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
You know how they
you're
do.
right.
Yeah.
You know how they
Right,
do,
yeah.
right? TRX
I still feel that car has
versus
like a,
the Raptor.
but it looks like an old shaped car. Like the shape is still the same.
What
Shape
are
is
you?
still the same.
Still the same. Doesn't change. It's like it's the same thing. I mean, they put a couple of decals on it. Call it. It looks good. Little wing scoop in the back or whatever.
Yeah.
And little flare out of it, but it doesn't feel nothing to me. It just looks like everybody has that car. Just
We gotta ask you the question, Jay. BMW or Mercedes?
Mercedes, undoubtedly.
go ahead. Keep going.
Why though? I want to know why. Though,
Undoubtedly.
you know?
The reputation of BMW drivers
Yeah.
with BMWs has poisoned the industry for me for BMWs.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I think that's why I
Can
feel.
you elaborate on that a little bit?
I mean, you know the cliche. They never use their blinkers. They're very aggressive drivers. I can't tell you the amount of times I'm just cruising in my Lambo and a guy wants a race. What's he driving? 9 times out of 10, a BMW.
Yeah.
So it's not so much I hate the cars themselves. I acknowledge they're great cars. They're
You hate
fast
the
cars.
owners.
I hate the reputation given to them by the people that drive.
Do they get upset a lot?
All the time. They're inherently upset. Those are the people that wake up upset automatically.
BMW people wake up upset. automatically. I don't have a Beamer.
Oh,
Don't
but
be
you
touching.
know.
I got a Benz.
Wait, you
I
have
got
a
a Benz.
BMW. You got a BMW in the back.
I have a Benz.
Wait, no,
he
that's
has
our
a
that's our
BMW.
guy. He got
Yeah.
the BMW. That's the
I have
other
a-
guy.
I have a CL600.
That's Joey Crack over there.
2001. I had it
Joey
since
Crack got the
2005.
BMW.
Nice.
So that's my daughter, and she has a Mercedes sign around her neck.
Beautiful Mercedes.
He's a Mercedes. I'm a
undoubtedly.
That's her
Mercedes.
middle name.
Yeah,
Her
we have a
middle name is
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
I got the G-Wagon.
Where is
S
your
truck.
Mercedes? What
If-
happened? You
I
got rid
still
of
got it. No, I
What's
still
that?
got it. I can't get rid of it. I had
Yeah.
a 60. I had 63.
Oh,
I had a lot of
beautiful.
nice cars too.
Yeah.
I'm not as poor as I say because I got a lot of baby mamas.
yeah,
that
yeah.
are always trying
alimony,
to
huh?
take,
Well,
take
I had two
child
Mercedes,
support. You know what I'm saying?
two
Like
Mercedes, one Range Rover, one Ducati, and that's it.
I know an attorney if you need one.
Awesome. There it is. Now, if you had to get another Mercedes, besides the G-Wag, which one would it be if it was a smaller one?
S580.
Ooh,
a good
S580.
friend of
Coupe
mine.
or four-door?
4-door.
Four-door. Okay,
You don't
yeah,
like
you
the
couldn't do
coupe?
two.
You're not a coupe guy?
Nah, four-door's sexy.
That's a big coupe.
I
That's a
have
big
so
coupe.
many coupes. It's nice to have diversity in the cars that I have. Like a good friend of mine, when I was in Switzerland recently too, all the cars there were very high end. All the Ubers that picked me up, S580s.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful,
You heard that?
classy look to
Look,
it.
that sets the
Switzerland,
standard.
wow.
Bam. Right there.
Yeah.
That's who picked them up at the airport over there in Switzerland.
So
Yeah.
a S580 would be not a 63, not a Maybach. The S class
yeah.
comes in
The
Maybach.
63s are so. Ugh.
Not none of those.
S580.
You want the 580.
A good
How
friend
many
of mine.
people got a 63?
Yeah.
A lot of people have
A good amount of people.
So it's
More
not
people
something-
got the 580. Why the 580?
You know what?
Sorry.
It's,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
I'm a bit biased. A good friend of mine, he has a limousine company, and he has a S580. So I'm kind of driving his already, and I love the feel of it. Very
Yeah.
smooth, very classy. It's a beautiful car.
It's
what
still
it is.
100 plus, right? You
Yeah.
know, it's still a big boy car.
So you're saying
Exactly,
that more
it's a big
people
boy
got
car.
that over the 63 because it feels like every kid got the 63.
But we're talking about an S class, not
Yeah.
the
No.
C class you drive.
Yeah.
You know, you got the baby mama one.
Yeah.
My
We're
C
talking
class
about-
is because
I messed-
my baby mamas keep taking
love
my
this
money.
guy.
It's
I know an attorney too.
Yeah,
if you need
baby
one.
mamas. There
baby
you go.
mamas, but don't
He's
worry.
smart.
Yeah, I'm smart. I stay
We're
low
Puerto
under the radar.
Ricans, so you know
Yeah.
we got to deal with
A
this
minimum.
Under
right?
the radar. Your Honor, I can't afford it. I
He
just
has
got a
five.
small baby Benz.
5
Nice.
baby mamas.
This guy, I believe
Yeah.
it, undoubtedly.
No, it's actually, 5 baby mamas, right?
Yeah, you don't play.
No.
You don't like to pull out.
Ooh, no, I don't. That shit was so good. Shit's cost me a lot of money.
No kids in the future.
Joey,
You're
stay
planning
away
on-
from them Latin
Of course,
girls.
man,
They
I
go
can't wait-
crazy.
I can't wait to have kids in the future.
What?
I mean, I miss how old you was.
You gonna
look
go
like
broke,
you're-
you know that, right?
I said he looks like 20, but what, mid-20s? What
How old do I look, Rico?
You're about good
Can't
20.
be
You're about your
past-
30s.
Yeah.
If you went to law school, you're about 30, 33.
How old do I look?
What the hell is the trick?
I'm 28.
You ever seen American Psycho? With Christian
bro.
Bale?
You never see
Of course I
that?
see
Do
American
you
Psycho.
got the little card?
Is that a gram? New card. What do you think?
Of course I
You
got
right
the car.
there,
I don't know
eggshell,
right now, but
with
You
the
know
yeah.
how we do
eggshell
that.
thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. You know, you
The
got
print,
If
what
you
kind
don't,
of print?
if you
The
don't hit
font?
that card and doesn't do that stock,
If it's not the right card,
16-point
With the
stock,
font,
always
right?
order 16-point
The
stock.
thickness of
matte,
it.
matte material. That's what
yeah,
you need.
I gave Andrew a
No,
card.
man,
My
16
last
point. You
card.
gave Andrew the last card, 16-point
Yeah.
stock. Make sure you get that. Matte finish.
Of course, American Psycho, one of my favorite movies.
Good movie. Is that what you got
But
the
you're
idea?
not a psycho, though.
But you're not, right?
You're not like
Maybe
him
it's
in
Psycho
that
with the
movie.
cars.
Maybe. I'm a big movie buff. but
You're a
I'm-
movie
that's
guy.
up
What
there.
type of movies? What's your genre?
Interstellar is mine.
Oh.
Find us a new home, and by the time you return, I will have solved the problem of gravity. I give you my word.
Okay,
What?
Interstellar, Matthew
great one.
McConaughey.
Yeah. I'm into movies
Interstellar,
like that.
mine.
I
I'm into
love
movies like
time travel movies
Fight
as
Club.
well. Fight
Fight
Club's
Club
a
is a
great
great
movie.
movie.
Our Great Depression is our lives.
Exceptions.
Inception, yeah.
That's a great
That's a
movie.
great
Inception was
The
good.
homeboy had a
Shutter-
good suit.
yeah.
You notice the suits the whole time in the movie. I kept saying, "What a suit! What a good."
Yeah.
They dressed up really nice in that movie.
Movies just like that, where there's like
Yeah.
a thriller, like confusing concept at the end. Shutter Island is another one.
Shut Out was pretty
man,
cool.
Martin
That caught me
Scorsese.
off
Are
guard.
you into the directors?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You watch all of his movies or something like
course.
that? Okay.
Yo, but back to the body bag thing. Do you like wrap yourself in like a wrapper and go to bed with that shit to wake up like clean like that?
Is
Moisturize?
that a thing? Oh, I
'Cause you
definitely
always look
moisturize.
moist. Yo,
Oxygen
goddamn.
chamber or something. I don't know.
Hydrogen
Do you do
chamber.
that?
What is it? The
Like you
the
dip yourself in ice and
red
like-
light therapy.
A
Red
good
light
female-
therapy.
A good female friend of mine is an esthetician.
Oh.
I'll just leave it at that. You know, she takes care of me.
I gotta go see her.
Do you
man.
check your blood levels,
I gotta go see her.
VO2 max or something?
you
I
put
didn't
vitamin
know
D
that's
in
a
you?
thing.
Count
I take
calories.
my vitamins. I take my vitamins.
You take your vitamins? Like
Every
you liquid
day.
vitamins
How
or you take
many
regular
vitamins?
vitamins? What's up, man? We throwing bombs at you. Come on, answer them.
Just regular vitamins.
go.
You know what the secret to everything is? Going to the gym.
Going to the gym?
Yeah,
I go to the gym. I don't look like you.
times.
What the hell? I don't got
yeah.
like waxed eyebrows and my skin is still looking dry. He
No,
looks.
no,
I don't
yeah.
know.
6 times
What the-
a week.
I think going to the gym is like the key to everything. Key
Absolutely.
to looking younger, having clean skin, everything.
And having
just
great sex.
100%.
Hell yeah, boy.
Your libido is through the roof.
Going through the
Any
roof, man.
extra
Shit, we got to ask Andrew. Andrew, you
Just-
no extra. You
No
know,
extra supplements.
Ask Andrew. He look like a fucking crazy guy. Ooh, here we go with the crazy. Sorry.
It's a there's not a more
Creatine.
satisfying feeling than being all natural and outworking the guy next to you.
Dude, do you sit there in
creatine,
front of
you
the
doing
mirror and like
creatine.
really look at yourself?
when you say outworking, are you kind of what is it?
Come on, Joe. That was a good one. Come on. I can see you sitting there with
Everyone
Calvin
has
Klein
pictures.
underwear. It's like-
everyone has their strength
go.
in the gym,
100%.
right? Are you
Yo.
a bench guy? Are you a deadlift guy? What?
Are you a
maybe
squat guy?
I can tell you I'm big into bench, squat, and arm wrestling.
Squat.
benching? Huh?
When you say
What are
squat,
you
watch out,
benching?
bro. Watch out when you're in the gym with those guys.
I especially with Andrew. I have a questionable guy.
What's the
Yeah.
bench? What's your bench?
Like close to like 380, 390.
Oh,
Oh, really? We don't see that in the videos. You gotta post those up, bro. You gotta make that
You
happen.
can't
wanna
give
see
people the
that.
secret.
okay.
Do you run a lot? Do you do any like running?
No running.
You don't look like a
no
runner.
Cardio. No cardio.
I don't see you do. I can think
I-
Andrew could vouch that. I don't think you do cardio.
No,
I
by the time
never
you
see you do any cardio
By
videos.
the time you finish like a nice heavy workout, you want to go home and just knock out.
But you need cardio in your exercise.
Excuse me.
It depends. It
You need,
depends.
you need your vitamin. Take some.
Yeah, I do need some my
Do
vitamins.
you want to drink some water?
Yeah.
Drink some water, please. Cause you're drying up right now.
It depends what you're doing at the gym.
Touche, my friend. Come on.
Cheers.
I love you, bro.
If you're going really hard with the weights,
Correct.
you ain't no running, ain't no cardio. You know what I mean?
Correct. It's like such an intense workout by itself. You know when you do
Don't work
high,
out with him.
when you do high intensity training,
Yeah.
your cardiovascular is already working, so I don't think there's any need to do cardio after the fact.
You should do some type of hit training or something
Correct,
like that. Is
yeah.
that your
I
thing?
do hip training. He
Yeah.
doesn't like it. He doesn't do any of that stuff.
No, why not?
He loves lifting heavy. Like I'm different from him. I'm more lean and cut. He's more built and muscular.
I
Don't
have
get me
my
wrong,
pace.
And we used to work
I have
out a lot.
Pace I work out at.
Yeah,
Don't get
we
me
work
wrong. I
out.
feel like people can really benefit from both sides of it.
Yeah.
If you implement like heavy strength training or heavy
Yeah.
like weightlifting with some high intensity training as well.
As you see, he's working out with beer in his hand.
And hit training consists of both at the same time. Where I run at one time, I do a couple miles, or I wait.
Yeah.
lift
Couple
another
miles?
time.
Yeah, he does a couple of miles.
Yeah,
a
he's
lot.
Yeah,
he's
we
yeah,
run together and all that. Or we'll climb a mountain.
Hiking,
Yeah, we'll go
hiking.
hiking. Climb.
That's something I
our
want to
thing.
try.
Hiking, same
Definitely
shit.
our thing. Yeah.
Our thing, we like to do that a lot.
Hiking? Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
go
gotta get
to,
into
we
that.
do a mountain twice a year. You know,
A
beginning
mountain?
a mountain. Like we go up a mountain and come back down a
We
mountain.
hike. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what was
Yeah.
the last mountain you guys went
We go to
to?
Mount Tammy. It's one of our favorite mountains.
I gotta get
It has a little bit of everything, you know. It's,
Yeah.
it's not too hard, but it's not easy, right?
I found another one. Funny, I said that we found another one upstate New York that we're gonna try that out. It's got waterfalls and everything. I really want to hit that one.
So what do you do if you're climbing this mountain and you just get like hungry? Like is there like a
Oh, we
bathroom
have
close
food.
by?
We bring food with us. We bring some
yeah,
snacks
you
and
gotta
stuff.
come prepared.
Yeah.
You gotta
How
come
long does it take?
Good, and you gotta have the right shoes. You cannot just come with like a pair of sneakers. You
I
gotta.
can't
have
come with my Gucci loafers?
No,
It's not gonna work?
no. You need some mountain boots and
I
everything.
started off taking 1 hour to get to the top, 1 hour to come back down.
Yep.
Now I'm at like 40 minutes to go to the top, 40 minutes to come
Okay,
back
okay.
Yeah,
down.
we do that all the time. We run.
I
around.
hear
time
climbing
myself.
a mountain. I thought it's like a few hours
Yeah.
to climb a mountain or something.
That's why I
that.
like this mountain, because you could go over there and it doesn't take the whole day.
You literally feel
You
like
know,
you're touching
it's
God
a workout.
himself. Like you feel like you're with the heavens and you see the
It's
birds
high
and everything.
enough. You got the view and all that.
You can see the Delaware Gap River. It's beautiful. It's really one of the
It
most
gets you
amazing
sweaty.
very
places.
nice, very
Mount
nice.
Tammany, guys, go
But
to it. You
it's
heard?
a great place. You'll see ricks on the trees, all carved up and everything. You'll see signs, ricks pointing up to the top, and winning
Nice.
tents. So
Beautiful.
we're rocking out.
Great mountain. It has
Yeah.
a little bit of everything you need.
But
when
I
you go
love
on a
playing
hike.
football. You're a football guy?
Yeah.
All right. So the game
What
last
type of
night.
sport? What's your
did
favorite
not.
sport?
You missed that game?
missed
That was
that.
a good game.
I was
But I'm
working last night,
wait, what
man.
team you got? What team you like?
I even was playing last night, to be honest.
No,
with
but
you.
what team you have?
Jets.
Is that your favorite
You
sport?
destroyed me.
I'm more into boxing and MMA.
There you
Okay,
go.
boxing.
There you. This
Yeah.
guy's a
All right.
boxer too, like I am.
All
But
right.
I like football. He don't like football.
Who's your favorite boxer right now?
Yes.
And then of all time, of course.
Yes.
All time is Mike Tyson, of course.
Knockout guy, you're a knockout guy. So
I'm
you
a-
like
I'm a big
Gervonta
knockout guy.
Davis.
So you're not a jabber?
That fight with Garcia, I lost some money on that fight.
You did?
You
Yeah.
thought Garcia was gonna kind of
You really thought that?
Yeah.
last maybe? Because
I
I know
thought he was
you
gonna last a
knew he
little
was
more.
gonna lose.
I was really rooting for the guy. Like I
You
watched
thought
his
Garcia
fights.
was gonna beat up Gervonta Davis.
Nah, that was not gonna happen. Garcia was too skinny for that part.
He was in my opinion the underdog in that fight, and I was tending to root for the
You have to
underdog.
look at the other man was built for that fight.
He beat
Correct.
the hell out of Devin
Oh.
Haney.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
and he's
And he
built
took steroids, but he still beat his ass.
He's still built for this. He's a street hustler. Like
Davis
Garcia
is, like
is
another
good.
level,
Garcia
like
is speed,
exactly.
but
He was solely
powerful,
speed.
powerful. Not gonna happen.
Pound for pound, you're right.
Nah,
Davis
not
definitely
gonna happen.
Is he your favorite boxer?
Garcia.
Davis or
Davis, he's up there. Like I'm
who's
still
your
a fan of
favorite-
Garcia.
Your top 3 boxers right now.
Tell me you got a Spanish guy in there.
I think I'm still gonna keep Davis and Garcia.
Davis number 1, Garcia number
Number
2.
two.
Who's number 3?
I can't even think of anyone for number
Who's
three.
number three?
Who's
Canelo.
number three for-
Canelo's fighting this
Canelo's
weekend.
fighting. Yeah,
He's fighting. So
He's
if
fighting.
you guys see this,
You know who Canelo
after
is?
the Canelo
Of course, yeah.
fight.
yeah.
Yeah.
Canelo's.
Yeah, I could put him number
he's
three,
he's
but-
definitely one of the best fighters out there, and he definitely.
And
can
how about
talk it and
MMA?
handle
You used
it.
to do
And he's not
MMA.
even a talker. He just when you piss him off, he talks.
Yeah.
You used to do MMA. Who are your favorite MMA?
MMA,
guys?
I haven't really watched a lot of MMA fights to like have
Yeah.
like a favorite guy. It was just-
Batista.
It was I mean I know who they are, but it's more so like a sport I enjoy watching just because I did it for like a number of years.
Come on, guys.
Okay.
Batista. That's the man.
I used to watch a lot of fights like back in Thailand, like where Muay Thai like
Okay.
originated.
But Batista's
like,
a wrestler.
Muay
yeah.
Thai is different.
Muay Thai is a
It's
very
like a
dangerous.
kickboxing type of thing, right?
Like once you see how these people fight and when they use their knees, their elbows, how it could cut your like. If you use your
I
elbows the
will
right
give
way,
those people so much respect. Like I don't even want to get into a fight with those guys.
No,
They
you
will
learn-
break a rib in 2 seconds.
in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It could be a guy half your size, half your height, but if he knows like a thing or two about Muay Thai,
Yeah.
he would take you down
That
before you can
they
even
they
breathe.
use their
body
leg
weight.
and their kneecaps, and they just
Yeah,
when you fight, you have to be in tip top shape.
I wasn't. I mean, I was in better shape. I was a bit
Yeah.
lighter,
Do you smoke or drink or
I don't
anything
smoke
like
or
that?
drink.
yeah.
You're
no.
drug free.
drug free.
Yeah.
Even now, the
Clear
fact that I
mind.
work out, correct.
Yeah. So you
Never
don't-
ever done it, or you have done it.
I mean, in high school, I would take a drink here and there. Like I'm
Do they test you at the?
where I work now,
They don't test you at
No,
all.
they don't test you.
No,
but I would pass if they did because I don't drink. I work out very often.
they don't do surprise
you're
tests. or nothing?
focused. You're focused.
I am the prize always. I do smoke an occasional cigar now.
You know, I used to fight Golden Gloves.
Okay, you're into cigars.
You know
into
that,
cigars,
right? I used to be a
correct.
fighter from my town. I used to fight Golden Gloves. I
Yeah.
come from a boxing family.
His
so-
father's a champion.
Yeah, my father used
Is
to
he
box.
really?
My father fought in Madison Square Garden. My father's been in the newspaper.
Madison Square Garden.
Yes, I have all that. I could show you. I come from a boxing family where I had no choice but to fight. That's why I was so aggressive in the streets and so angry because, I was gotta fight to prove yourself. And
The next show you host, have a pair of boxing gloves on.
no, I can't. But we went to that boxing tournament.
Y'all two gonna
You
get
saw
it
that?
on?
Yeah.
How did you feel about that charity boxing match I did? Wasn't that pretty cool?
Yeah. First of all, it was a great idea, to just get people to come in. But the fight itself was great.
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome scene, like the boxing match and the car show. He didn't
Yeah.
show up. It's the one show he didn't come to. He was hating on me.
No,
he was upset.
no.
He never missed a show.
I make his signs for all the shows. It's just sometimes I just can't go. I got a lot of shit going on.
See-
but anyway, it's not about me.
Yeah, he's got
we all got
a
stuff
he's got a
going on.
leash
I-
on him. He's got a
I-
leash on him.
I always make time for this guy.
I got
He's
a
married,
wife-
you know
I got
that,
a
right?
wife and kid.
Yeah, you got a wife and kids, so he can't
Okay,
go
fine.
places.
That's different.
Yeah,
Other
Yeah,
obligations.
plus all of this going on, you know what I mean? The shops and all
Yeah.
that here and in
He's a
California.
business guy, you know?
Yes,
I
yes.
try to, spread my time.
He's
as
gonna open a
even
shop
as
in
possible.
Florida. It's coming soon, so he's
Miami,
expanding.
So you
Miami.
have a shop here
sorry. I
in
said
New
Florida,
York,
so yeah.
in Jersey.
Jersey, 2 in Jersey, 2 in California, 1 in Ohio.
Yep.
Wow, that's a good amount of shops.
Yeah.
And the ones out of the state I'm partnered up with.
Yeah.
The ones
Okay.
here in Jersey,
Those are
I'm
his.
full owner, but I treat my
Everything's
employees
the
like my
same.
partners.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't boss up on nobody.
And
right?
everything is a
because-
wrap shop.
Oh no,
All
tint
the-
wraps and detailing.
Yeah.
And we
Nice.
powder coat wheels and things like that.
Yeah, just
a lot
small
of shops,
stuff out
man.
here. But for this area, it does well for him.
Yeah.
He's been a sponsor of Rick's for almost 5 years. That's how we met.
Yeah, he
And,
came to the shop. I was like, "Who is this guy,
yeah.
man? This
I was
crazy
scratching
guy
at his door. I was like,
trying to take my
I
money."
was crying. I did a good acting job. I was acting and acting
Nice,
like, please,
nice.
can
He
you
came
help the
through with
small
some
people?
paperwork that he printed out. I was like, "Get out of here!"
He's like, go away,
Nah,
go away.
but-
I kept coming back like, please,
Best
please.
decision ever. Best
Nice.
decision
And
ever.
we've been friends for 5 good
And
years.
here we are, right?
We have dinner.
He pushed me to do this podcast because I used
This
to
was
do.
a great idea.
I made
Yeah,
him push it, and I asked him, let's do it. And it's on and off, but we decided to get it back on again because we're so busy.
told him we
but
gotta
the
do
season
more.
is here, and it's great because off season, we get to talk about you great guys and
Mm.
other people we tell you all the time. Hit us up. Winnie or Rick's, we'll get you on. And
People want to know about who's behind the car build.
yeah.
I agree. This is a really
Yeah,
good idea.
a normal
Yeah.
life for you guys. We want to know what's up, and we
What's
want to know where you're moving the
behind-
money at.
The wide body Corvette. Who did that? Like because
Yeah.
you know a lot of people they might buy like the any Corvette, hook it up, and they're spending all their money on it. It might not be the smartest thing, right?
No,
But when you got the money to throw
sometimes
around,
when they do a project like that, what you did, it never comes through the way it's supposed to, and it's a failed project, and it's done. They're just destroyed.
they lose all their
Correct.
money on
Yes.
the car. Their wife
very
is
And
It's
I've
nagging them.
seen this happen a lot of times. Like it just devastated. Oh, they destroyed my car. I can't do it. I'm out of the car game. I'm done. And I'm like, damn it, I lost a good guy.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to be careful who you dance
Because
with.
modifying your car takes balls.
It does.
Come
Yeah.
on, let's be real.
Yeah, like
To
look at me in my
chop up-
Mercedes. I want to put an air ride, and I'm scared to do it because I don't want to deal with the drama. My Range Rover gave me nightmares with air rides. Just
Yeah.
got to be careful with that stuff.
But to buy a somewhat new car, right? Because you could buy like a car that's 2 years old. It doesn't got to be from the year, but you're chopping it up. You're adding stuff to it. You're voiding the warranty. You're doing all this and that. You're adding more and
But
more
you
money
knew you
to
were
it.
keeping that car. He knew it. But
Yeah. But that takes balls, though.
Yeah, it does.
That takes balls, and it takes some type of courage that a lot of people don't have.
When I first started modifying my Camaro, wrapping it is one thing. Modifying the engine, exhaust, it gets deeper and deeper. But
Yeah.
it really took a lot out of me to take that saw and cut into the Corvette because there's no going back at that point.
Can we got a video of that, right? Can we see a
Yeah,
video?
yeah,
of that?
go
there's definitely a video.
go back real quick. You
gotta
could go down. Go
you gotta
down.
Are you really gonna cut into a brand new car?
God damn.
Yes,
brand
bitch.
That's when. Oh, look at this. A before
Look
and
at
after.
that.
Oh,
Would you look at that?
See, the
looks
beauty
like
of
you gotta
this,
do this,
You really,
Andrew. You gotta do this. Take
you really
the
need to have
class.
the vision for what you want it to look like
Look at that.
before you even dig deep.
Yo,
into
this
it.
guy did his thing, man.
A
Nah,
nice
you
merge
snapped.
between
You
the
snapped,
videos.
and you were one of the first. And
Correct.
that,
Yeah.
just that alone.
I see the name on
you
top.
points.
That's when you first got sponsored. You had their name on it, and then
Yeah.
after that, he's like, "Okay, we're done."
I had to have the name on it because
They give
that
you
clip-
1 year to 2 years contract on it.
Yeah, and that video was when I was in Vegas for
yeah,
SEMA.
yeah.
So this,
It worked out.
yeah, it worked out for the best.
Damn,
Such a beautiful car.
it is. I mean, that's one of my favorite and only one-time favorite car.
But yeah, cutting into the car like that, there's no going back.
Damn, the hours
That's
they did
it,
on
it's
that
over.
work.
And if you ever go to sell the car,
Mm-hmm.
do you think you'll ever get what you invested into the car?
Chill,
as a
chill.
whole?
Wait. Don't ask that question because that's my car.
Rico, ever since I got
That's
the
my-
car,
don't even go that high.
Widebody, he was the first person. Like, when you come to sell this vehicle, come see him first.
Yeah,
If
He's
you
like,
do
he'll
sell-
I gotta
start at
run to
200.
3 banks to get this car.
Wait a minute, guys.
He
If
said
you-
he'll start like low 200s. I'm like, Rico, fine.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
low
Yeah.
200, what, 1,000?
This guy.
Oh,
You
man.
think I could do it? I don't know,
Nah,
man.
this
I
guy
could do
got
it.
money. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I know,
because
I know.
because everybody works for free and doesn't get paid, so you got to be saving a lot of money. But you
Believe
know
this
what they
guy?
say.
Don't believe him.
No.
Don't work for him because he's definitely not paying you.
No, I pay.
Nah.
He pays well, I heard.
Yeah.
But if whenever you modify a car, they always say you never get back what you put into it. Would you agree with that? Or disagree?
It really depends. Like, I was able to sell my Camaro for what I consider a decent amount. I sold it for about like 60.
Okay.
And of course, I definitely invested a lot more in the vehicle. And that half of that investment was me trial and error with the wrong shop, just paying another shop just to correct the mistakes another shop made.
Yeah.
But I was able to make a good amount of money off of it just because it was somebody who followed me on Instagram for a while. They appreciated the build for what it was, aesthetically, performance-wise, and they were willing to pay that money.
And was that car picked up locally, like it was in
That
state in the
car
area, or went
is
somewhere
now
else?
in like North Carolina, I think.
But
it
did
is.
you profit off of it? Did you make a profit
I don't
from
know.
everything you
No.
put into
You
it?
can't make the money back.
Is there any car that you have sold that you profited off of? And there is cars that you can profit off of.
Correct.
Right?
There's cars that hold their value and whatnot, but
Or
once
they
you
go
start
up.
modifying a vehicle, you invest so much into it. It's hard to recoup everything you put
Yeah.
into it unless it's fully sponsored.
Yeah.
Like these wheels are sponsored for me. So when I'm done with one pair, I sell it. I make a profit off of that, for example. But overall for the vehicles, it's hard to recoup everything you invested.
When they sponsor you, right? For other people that want to get sponsored, right? I'm sure everybody want to get sponsored, free wheels, woo, or a big discount, right?
Of course.
How does that work? Like if I wanted to get my car, if I had a Corvette, I wanted to get it sponsored, how do I go about that?
It's a really difficult thing. Like I know I told Andrew, and he actually did it pretty successfully. Actually,
Andrew, you got sponsored? Yeah, he got sponsored, right?
he got sponsored. Yeah.
Okay.
But it really wasn't too easy. You have to make a good amount of content. You got to reach out, give them certain types of proposals. It's easy once you. What I would tell people who want it, begin sponsoring their vehicles or obtaining sponsorships, they need to invest some money into their vehicle first so the company could see it's a worthwhile investment.
Yes.
You can't approach these people with like, hey, I plan to do an X, Y, and Z, and there's nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who ask me how to get sponsorships, and they have all these high hopes on what to do with their vehicle, and nothing's done.
So what
You
a
have to look
company,
at-
and I say this in a good way, as a company like me, when people hit me up, oh, they want to get sponsored, or they ask me for the same type of advice, I always tell them, you have to be committed to the shows that you're going to go to. Each company will ask you, we need 5-6 shows for the year or the whole season.
Yeah.
You give them the tour. You say, look, I'm going to do these shows. I'm going to be at this place. Just for instance, if you could say, hey, would you sponsor me? I'm going to be at the Rick shows. I'm going to be at all his shows for the season. They'll look at that. They'll look at you. They'll say, okay, we also want 2 different shows out of the schedule from that. And normally you'll get picked up by somebody at a half price, full sponsorship, half sponsorship, things like that. So it varies what you're going to give them,
So
but they'll pick and choose.
there's some type of contract?
Yeah, they do a contract. Yeah, they do. Because they know that eventually when you get the part, you disappear.
Yeah.
They do know that. So they're either going to do 2 things. They're going to take your credit card, put it on file, and hold it till you do your job. And they'll charge you the half sponsorship package and whatever, or they'll give it to you full. But they want to know you're going to do your part.
Okay.
So
that's
I agree.
kind of the way
Yeah,
it works.
so-
I mean, they are giving at least for me, they gave me some pretty expensive wheels. The exhaust was sponsored. The headers were partially sponsored. The wraps are sponsored. The design sponsored. The Widebody kit. So, it's a commitment.
Yeah.
You have to make sure you produce really quality content.
So you gotta have some type of following too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You need
of
some type
course.
of following.
That's why he does what he does.
Yeah, that's why I make all this content. I do enjoy the sponsorship, but I also partially enjoy making all the content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did start for a car lifestyle purpose, but it just bled into suits, watches, just the lifestyle overall. And as a result of that, now I get sponsorships on suits sometimes. I'm trying to get sponsorship.
Yeah, you're
with
a different type of
Car
car
guy.
head.
Yeah.
Right? Because you wear suits. A lot
Yeah.
of car heads don't do that. The culture is really more around, Supreme or
It's
Gucci.
crazy
something
because when
like
he comes
that,
to the car shows, he looks like a good fella.
Sneaker,
He looks like
sneaker
part of
heads.
it's like one of the guys from the Sopranos. I'm like, dude, you're in a jumpsuit, like Soprano jumpsuit.
Oh, the
Cracks me
tracksuit,
up.
huh?
The tracksuit, I crack up like, oh, that's Jay. That's Jay. He's doing his thing. He definitely looks like part of the mafia family.
Sneakerhead thing too, right?
Yeah. No, he's not. I don't
not a
ever really see him in
sneakerhead,
right?
sneakerheads.
Yeah.
No, he's
Sneakers
not.
weren't really my thing.
He's not his thing. Definitely the watch, the shoes, the jumpsuits. He definitely fits that part. But overall, he's been
Godfather
pretty
is one of my favorite movies
Yeah,
growing up.
it definitely is.
Which is why all my vehicles fall under the Capone collection.
good. Yeah.
Which is why the license plate on my Camaro actually said Jay Capone.
Who came up with the name?
It was me, man. It was from a very
Nobody
young
called
age.
you nicknamed. Hey, Mr. Capone.
Is
No,
Al
what's up?
Pacino your favorite actor or favorite gangster actor?
Yep, he's definitely up there. And if you
Robert
see
De Niro or Al?
yeah, everybody within that family.
Out
Who's
of all
the
the
one-
Godfather
who do you
movies.
pick?
Oh wait, they say out of all the
Who
mob
did the better
movies,
role? Who did,
Who's of all the mob movies? Which one is your
you
favorite?
got Joe
You say
Pesci,
Godfather.
right?
I would say Godfather 1 and 2.
Okay, we already know that. Everybody has that. We talk about the more newer, not
They got the Irishman just came out. That's pretty good.
Irish was.
They made them
definitely
look younger and all that,
I
right?
know,
That was
no,
cool.
younger and older, but that was a very good, different
Irishman,
perspective.
Bronx Tale.
Very good. Bronx Tale was good, but Yeah,
It's okay, yeah.
it's all right. What else? Come on. You say you love all these
You
mafia
said
movies.
Capone, so damn, Al Capone, right?
Yeah, but Al Capone they never really made a good movie about him. So
Correct, they never did.
You can never find a good movie about that man, and I don't think they're ever gonna fit the part.
The Ed Hardy one, where it was like the afterlife, right?
Yeah,
That was
but
kind of
still-
weird. That was
yeah,
kind of weird.
They still didn't make a good
What
movie
was the
about
name
that.
of that movie?
I
It's on the tip of my
forgot,
tongue.
man. I can't remember.
That's how bad it was.
We'll put it up here
That's
somewhere.
how bad it was.
That's
it
a
was
proof of
not.
how bad it
So
was.
the mafia movies. Well, look, I'm a Miami Vice type of guy.
Wait a minute. They got the Untouchables, right?
Untouchables, yeah.
No,
That one was a great movie about Al Capone. And Robert De Niro played Al
Untouchable.
Capone.
That was very bad. That
bad.
was
That's a
nothing about Al
classic.
Capone.
What are you
No,
talking about?
you know what?
Get
Actually,
outta
this
here.
guy didn't play the role well.
Probably.
He didn't play the role well. It didn't work because you know why they had this guy playing the cop. What's his name? Damn it! What the hell was his name? Either way, the movie was not my taste. It did not fit the role. It just wasn't great.
I know they were taking him down, but I get
Yeah.
it. Let's go. What's the next show coming up?
September 15th, Street Fest, Latin Festival. I can't wait for that one. It's
Linden.
Linden, New Jersey. I'm
That's a
excited.
big one.
Yes. Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot of cars there. How many cars?
Not a lot of cars.
How many you expect?
About.
I cannot have a lot of cars, but I can have about
Is
a good.
Jay coming through?
Yeah, Jay's coming through because he's with us
Jay's
in the
car's
booth.
gonna be there, guys.
Yes, yes. you
Wide
guys-
body Corvette.
In this community, I've never seen cars like this. So when they do show up, it's gonna definitely the town is gonna
Bringing
be
a
like
Can't
Lambo.
wait.
Whoa.
The Lambo, I'm bringing it.
the whole town, and DJ Drewski is gonna see it. Mike
Drewski.
Ruger is gonna
Oh,
see
Mike
it.
Ruger, okay.
Yeah, so
Nice.
they're gonna see it. You know who Mike Ruger is, right? So they're gonna be excited because they get to pick their favorite car.
Dude,
And
that
whoever
choice.
has the
Yeah.
best car gets what? There's some type of
well,
prize?
I
Yeah,
think it
so
was like
Drewski.
I think it was like $20,000 cash prize. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I moved it from Switzerland back over here.
This guy
What
in
does the
Switzerland.
best show get?
A trophy and a pretzel. So best of show
Come on,
winner
let's
gets
get-
1 year membership for LA Fitness.
All right, y'all. Till next
All right.
time. Winners.
Adios, Ricks, Jay, peace.